Okay, so ladies and gentlemen at home, for all three of you who tend to join us for this, welcome to Fiasco. I'm still debating soundtracks. I'm kind of looking at my options
Oh,
here.
I
What?
just
What?
remember the name of it.
What?
Perfect Fiasco music.
Okay. Are you gonna pull something into YouTube in the game,
There you go.
or are you gonna? Oh, you'll. Hang on. Mute. I'm muting because of the ad, not because of the music.
Yeah.
Although I admit I have a habit while I'm streaming of automatically muting all YouTube stuff the moment I click it.
This is always what I think of when there's like drama slash fiasco music.
Well, it's Tchaikovsky, so it should be okay. If it... Hero clicks? I have no idea, Venters. I don't even know what that is. So we're doing Fiasco. Now, the way this works, it's basically a role-playing encouragement game. In other words, it is kind of like D&D if you took out almost every single one of the stats, okay? So, this is kind of loud. Holy crap. Turn that down a little bit. Nope. Okay. It's a little too loud. Maybe I can... I'll fiddle with it. I'll fiddle with it. Anyways, point being, so there's basically no actual stats and no actual skills. It's a pure role-playing game. Now, there will be some dice involved, but mostly that has to do with scoring. And that scoring isn't about winning, it's just about the outcome. Because there's no real winning and there's no real points. This is basically just role-playing the game. It's role-playing. Role-playing, role-playing, role-playing. Now, there's...
Don't matter.
Which, what? Yeah, points do not matter. This is the...
It's the line from, what is it? Whose line is it anyway?
Oh, right. Crackers do not... So, so you can just do your own thing here, and there's some determinants for that, but we're going to go ahead and use this one here, which is the old Boomtown. So the way we do this is we're going to go ahead and have a note card basically in between each of us. Now, I might just do this like in a notepad or something because this is going to be a little irritating to keep track of. But the way we do it is first we have to establish relationships, needs between us. Then we got to figure out locations and then objects and a few other stuff. And that basically gives guidelines for the role-playing, right? Makes sense? So first we have to decide family. So between the three of us, two of us are related. And this is when I stop talking so people can discuss what it is. Like who wants to be related to whom and how. Now I'm thinking Guido should be the elderly grandfather. No, I'm kidding. Is it? Here we go. I already would like to be one part of the crime duo.
Okay.
That's the only thing I would like to claim there. But other than that, I don't need anything. So what do you guys think? Who wants to be related to whom?
So, do we take the cues off of this little card right here for 3 players?
Yeah. And that's why I'm saying one of us has to be family.
So...
Hence the thing.
Oh, here we go. The crime one. There we go. That's great.
Yeah, the crime
boss
one
and
is
toady.
one of us is a crime boss and one of us is a toady.
I think Guido should be a crime boss.
I do agree with Guido being the crime boss, which would mean I'd be the toady, which I'm okay with. And then third, you should be my brother. What do you think? Because that way I could...
Unrelated, though.
Wait, what?
It says unrelated but close as blood.
Oh, okay. So you'll be my blood brother. No. Hang on. So if you'll notice, one of the options here is romance. We've decided to nix that for fairly obvious reasons. However, that means we need to come up with something new in place of it. So
Well, let's look at some of the other examples.
yeah, what else we got? Sibling, ex-spouse. Why is there so many romance?
How about they're all the same?
Nope. Antarctica does not have romance. Okay, so we've got work. Ooh, I kind of like the idea of work. Like one specialist and one's a supporter. So,
Did you want to switch to Antarctica instead?
No. Let's just use another relationship from that. So like, I need to like sketch this out. Hang on. I'm just gonna pull up a paint on the side here. I've actually played this with a piece of paper where I just sketched out the relationships across the paper. It was really fun. Okay, so Guido, you're going to be green up here. Third, what color are you? You're white, which won't show up on a white paper. So third, you're currently black.
Change my color.
Enjoy.
Change color.
To black, okay.
Black.
And I should be purple. Okay, so Guido, you're the. Did we agree you're the crime boss?
Sure.
Okay, so you're the crime boss, and I'll be your lackey. I serve you in some manner. We'll figure out details in a minute. We got to kind of work this out as we go here. And then I'm thinking maybe you two should be close, family, unrelated, but close as blood.
Family.
Yeah, we're part of the family. But you're not actually part of the criminal empire, per se. You've been trying to stay out of that life, right?
Yeah, I'm just a simple barber.
Yeah. So you're just... and that gets to the worker thing, and the work will be a thing between you and me. So... we'll say... like, why are you guys family? Talk this out. What do you got?
Why are we family?
You know what I mean. Why are you like family? Why are you so close?
Well, you see, not actually part of the little mafioso he's got going here, but we'll say that earlier on, perhaps, I guess since he's the crime boss, I would have done something incredibly generous for him. You know, maybe saved him a whole lot of shame. And since I can't actually officially or don't want to be in the crime family, I'm just a trusted and close, but not actually part of his little gang.
I promised your father I'd take care of you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. All right.
Okay, so we're in the boomtown. We got to keep the setting in mind.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that you promised. So promised father to take care of him, and third, you don't want in the business, right?
No, don't.
So don't want in.
No, it's tolerated, but
mafia.
I don't actually reveal it, out of respect.
So now the other relationship we're going to do, which is going to be the one between you and me third, is going to be the work specialist supporter? I don't know, it doesn't quite work for me. What else can we do? Well, let's just talk this out. So, you don't want to be in the mafia. I am in the mafia. But I'm just a lackey, right? I'm a nobody. I'm at the bottom of the rung. And...
so, this is Wild West, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a mine.
Okay.
They both work in. I guess I'm supposed to be the head guy of it, right? I mean, you're supposed to be the lower, or is it the other way around?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter? Alright, so one of us is. You see, that's for the...
I like the idea that you're in charge. Like, you're head foreman of the mine. And, like, on the side, like, my day job is working in the mine. I'm not sure what variety of work I do in there, though. Help me. Viewers at home, what do you think? What kind of work should I do in the mine? So I'll go and just put foreman. I could do just miner. I could be a supplier.
Yeah, by day, you are a laborer there, and by night, you're a toady.
But I could also, like, we go another direction with it. I could be your accountant, your quartermaster.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah.
I could be one of the guys who pushes the carts. I could be really low, so I could be even smarter or way stupider, depending on where we go.
I'm thinking that you're the connection between getting things like mining equipment that you use for other nefarious means.
So like quartermaster-ish. You thinking?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's erase
So
this.
if somebody needs some dynamite, then some dynamite goes missing.
I mean, I'm sorry, boss. I don't know what's happening. I swear I'll try to make up for it as soon as I can, okay?
Yeah.
Supplier. There we go. Alright, and then... Okay, so that's our relationships. Now we gotta do needs.
Okay.
Now, this isn't actually... That's really weird, the needs they have listed over there.
To get free from a lover. What?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not sure I like that. So, Hang on. Give me just a second.
Well, why don't we just switch the 4 and 5 player one then? To get away from hard writing vengeance.
Lol, max time. You know, I have 2 people in my family who like pineapple on pizza. Okay,
Pineapple
so...
on pizza's fine.
Okay, so we've got the relationship picked out. We've already reviewed the relationships. The detail encounters. What? That doesn't actually make sense. Hang on, hang on.
While you're thinking about that, dogs are asking to go out, so I'll be back in just a minute.
Okay. Oh, I see what it's trying to tell us to do. Hang on, hang on. Bzz. Well, no, this is just the tilt table. That's for later. Is there not a... what? Where's the other... Okay, there's the objects. Are these out of order? There's locations. There's needs. Okay, so there's our frickin' needs. Holy crap. Okay. So, where's our dice? Those are not dice. These are not dice. Why are these red? Whatever. Pretend these are white.
Okay.
Okay, so each of us is basically going to grab one of these and roll to determine our needs. Now, we can re-roll as much as we want to, actually. But the idea is to use this as a way to kind of help us figure it out. Now, where's... There's got to be more needs than that. Oops. Ah! What? Okay. Okay, so... 1, 2, 3... There we go. Yeah. So these are the 6 need categories with the 6 specific needs.
Okay.
Okay, so... here, what? I copied the white one. Ah! That's weird. Whatever. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do my first need first. So I need to get rich. I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? I'm sick of this job. I work my ass off for him and for you. I don't get jack. So
Wow, that really took a turn.
my plan is to do it through fraud and trickery. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take this and drag this off. So that's my need.
I guess I have to see what my need is now. I need to get away.
To get away. That's funny. Okay. Yeah, I should jot this down.
Get away from hard writing vengeance. Exactly the same one it was on the...
That's funny. Okay, so hang on. My need is get rich through fraud. Yours is to get away through what?
to get away from hard writing vengeance.
From hard... Ooh. Hard writing vengeance. Now, I don't know about you, but to me, when I hear, like, hard writing vengeance, what comes to my mind is, like, maybe you kind of got some of this capital from people who, you know, didn't really feel satisfied with the deal, or, you know, basically are less lawless. I'm not talking literal criminal types, but you know how the Old West was. I mean, sometimes what went because you had a gun, right? So I like to think that you happen to have, you know, you made a deal and you got some equipment and you got some horses and you got some wagons and you got out here to this mine, but then people weren't really happy about that and they've been fixing to, you know, get in on there. They believe they've been wronged by you, and they know you have some connection to crime boss Guido up there, so they're kind of, you know, trying to push that angle, maybe?
It's just an alternate angle. I think it'd be more interesting if I'm actually on the other side of... I'm on the wrong side of the law.
Which side?
Which
side's the wrong side?
So,
they're all the wrong side. Oh, God.
I mean, as fact, I have attracted the attention of the sheriff or something like that.
Oh, okay.
No, Sheriff
So the sheriff... Oh, and the sheriff's corrupt.
No, the sheriff's not corrupt. That's
What?
the problem.
What? What have you
That's the
done?
problem. He's going after the... you know, the criminals and stuff. And
hang on. We gotta name him.
I know how to.
We gotta name him. What's your
actually,
gang name, Guido? Because you're the gang boss. I mean, it's not really the mafia, you know. It's a gang. It's the Old West, right? Viewers at home, please feel free to suggest gang names. So he's coming after the buzz, and he knows you're associated with him, and that's why he's after you?
Essentially. I mean, he doesn't have any hard proof, but people just know that I'm friendly
Oh,
with them.
that could also kind of tie in with the hard-riding vengeance part, because maybe he doesn't give a damn that you're innocent. He just knows you're connected, so he just puts the screws to you, right?
That's exactly what's happening.
Which makes him corrupt.
What are we mining?
Well, not really.
What are we mining? I was thinking just silver automatically, but...
The Silver Bullet Gang, then.
Ooh, I like it. So, the Silver Bullet Gang. So the Silver Bullets, they ain't... we gotta make a name for this guy. This sheriff. Sheriff... Oh, let's pick a viewer. The next viewer to say anything at all. It's probably gonna be Max time. Because he's the only one talking right now. Okay, so that's... Okay, so... Oh, Loserhoss said something. Well, never mind. Okay, Loserhoss. Sheriff Loserhoss. He hates his name, and he's pissed about it. And that's one of the reasons why he's on this parade. So Sheriff Loserhoss.
His family came over from the old country.
Yep, and it didn't quite... Like, when they were scratching out the paper, it's actually Luha, but they didn't know how to spell that, so...
Yep.
Okay, so... Alright, so, Guido, what we've done... Here, I'll draw your attention up here-ish. Whoops, there we go. So we got to determine your character's need. So we're going to roll a d6 to determine the category, and then a d6 to determine the specific of your need, okay?
Okay.
You can re-roll if you want to. You don't have to stick with it. He and I both kind of stuck with ours. I was pretty happy. So you need to get free.
I want to break free.
I'm the crime boss, though, right?
You're the crime boss. You're the head of the Silver Bullet Gang.
I'm re-rolling.
By the way, my need is to get rich through fraud, and his need is to get away from the hard-riding vengeance of Sheriff Loserhoss. So what's 3? Get rich! I gotta be honest, looking at that list, if we're going in character with what we've built so far, get even looks best to me.
To get even with the sheriff.
Or get respect.
Or get respect. Or get respect.
Yeah. So, okay. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll a d6.
Okay.
And then the result of that on either the get even or the get respect, I'm gonna take.
Okay.
That work?
Yeah.
In this town by bringing down the machine, or with this town and the small-minded inhabitants.
You know, the common sense.
I love it. Both of them are after the town. We should come up with a name for the town, too.
Doomsville.
What'd you call it?
Doomed.
Is that the beginning of every JRPG town ever?
The city of Townsville.
Topeka! No,
Oh, what was the name? Hang on. What was the name of that one?
See, I'd name it after someone in chat, but nobody's talking. I need more viewers for these. Okay, so...
There we go. Rock Ridge.
Rock Ridge?
Yeah. It's the town in Blazing Saddles.
Oh! Okay, I'm okay with that. So we are all... Well, it's actually... Hang on. Why don't we save that for a second? Because I just remembered locations is actually a thing that we're doing over here. So...
Oh.
But I like that. Rock Ridge. Okay, so have you decided, Guido, between... To get even with this town and its small-minded inhabitants, or to get respect from this town by bringing down the machine? Because, like, if you pick the latter, the get respect, I think that's more of a you being, like, a revolutionist almost, you know? Like, opposing the steam and the locomotives, and we just need to be men out in the wilds with our guns and our horses. It's all we really need.
Actually, yes, that does make sense because a bigger
bigger crime family is trying to muscle in using team power.
Okay.
Yep.
So, under your needs, here we go. So you're going with the respect?
Yep.
Okay. Respect from town, probably Rockridge, by bringing down the machine. Alright. Okay, so that's our needs done. Where's the overall thing? So we did relationship, we need needs. We need one location? Really? Just one? That's wild.
That is the Wild West.
That's not what I meant. Okay, so where's the other location thing? There it is, there it is. Okay, so here's our locations. Oh, right. It's a location per scene. I'm stupid. So hang on, let me get over here for a second. So we figured out our needs. We figured out our relationships. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, right. So each need, am I right about that? Oh, I actually did this wrong. Shoot. What we're supposed to do is set up relationships with an object, location, and need. At least one of each.
Yep, okay.
But we can just skip that, because I do like the dynamic we've got going here. So what we should do then instead is figure out, like... Well, let's... Actually, no, I guess we could still do this. So, okay, let's figure out a location. So, between you and third. Guido and third. So, you know, you don't want to be in the Mafia. You promised your father you'd take care of him, right? So let's figure out a location attached to that here. 4, which is across the tracks at the town jail.
All right.
So, thoughts?
Well, his father was obviously hung for being,
Ooh.
In the gang.
Oh, and he was imprisoned to pay for his father's debts. So
That doesn't sound like I'm being taken care of.
Look, well, no, he
paid off.
Yeah, he's spraying you. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you started off in jail there. Go ahead and jot this down. Started in jail for father's debts. Do you mind if we just use our nicknames for character names?
That's fine.
Make this easier. Guido paid off. Okay. So now we got an object, though. So...
I'm no one's object.
Untoward. A skeleton of a Mescalero Apache. Let's re-roll that. Unless you can think of something. Can you think of something?
God, what's that movie? The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra.
Please tell me someone else has seen that movie.
Wow.
No? Well, I know what I'm recommending for the... oh, geez, I can't... The rumination next year.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Okay, so... Can you guys come up with something regarding the skeleton of a Mescalero Apache?
In jail?
In jail.
This was our last prisoner, right?
Well, no, it has to do with your two relationship to each other, too.
Oh. My father was an Apache.
So you killed him.
No.
Let's just roll that. Okay, so transportation. A 4-horse mail coach. Okay. Maybe... Trying to think how we could tie that in. Because it could be attached to your need, too, it occurs to me. And maybe, like, one of the things you're trying to do is to slip out quietly so as not to disrespect the Silver Bullet Gang, right? Because you don't actually disrespect him, right?
No.
Exactly, so...
I cover for him, though.
So you're thinking, if I just want to slip out quiet. I just want to get out of this life Head back to the...
I got it.
Oh, okay.
No, let's go back to the skeleton.
Okay, back to the skeleton. Back to the skeleton.
Okay.
So, the mine is actually in an Apache like graveyard.
Oh.
They didn't move the
Oh.
bodies. They just moved the tombstones.
No. I like it. I love it because this is the Old West, so there's no magic or anything. But
Superstition.
a lot of superstition.
Deadlands would like to.
And the Apaches, being aware of this, would be a little pissed about this situation, right?
Yep.
And that could be one of the reasons why, like, other stuff is happening. So I like that. Okay, so the mine. What's the name of your mine, Third? That you're in charge of. Name it.
I mean,
Name it.
I mean,
Do it.
can't think of anything other than the Rockridge Silver Mine.
Rockridge Silver Mine. Actually, Apache burial grounds. Perfect. Okay. So now let's do one for between him and me. Between Third and me. So, location. I'll do both at the same time so we can kind of hash this out. So, Bradford Hotel. Valuables.
Girl's crib.
Hang on. So, the clerk's room, safe and freight office, and the deed to Sinclair's dry goods and mercantile. Okay. So, in the Bradford Hotel, in the clerk's room, in the safe, there's the deed to Sinclair's dry goods and mercantile. Now, that's out on a line right now. Or lien? Actually, no, that's out on a lien right now. Now, you've been looking to legit pick that up for a while, back before you thought about getting the hell out of here, right? So, and you can interrupt me, by the way, if you have any other ideas. I don't want to talk over you here. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, go ahead.
So it's out on a lien, and you've been trying to pick up that debt and pull it out for a while. You kind of haven't done it anymore, but I, of course, don't know that. I don't know you're trying to get out of Dodge. So my thinking is that if I could get a hold of that through, my own particular methodology, I'll go ahead and grab it and basically offer it to you on the cheap. Or no. I'm going to take it for myself. And that way, I'll offer to supply. I'll be going straight. I'll have my own shop, and I'll be able to supply you with what you need on the mine, which is kind of what I'm already handling, right? So instead of being just you're the guy who's handling all the notebooks and the accounting on site, I'll be the guy who actually sells you that stuff on the cheap, of course, in account for our long-standing friendship and relationship. And then, I'll be getting some of my money in, and of course, I got to figure out the fraud at some point. But anyways, I'll be getting some of my money in, and then you'll be able to, have cheaper supplies. How do I work fraud into this? Because that's my need. I need to get rich through fraud. Oh, I can skim off the top. It's true. I can just skim. I could also skim off of what I owe you as part of the gang. So I could skim off of what I'm bilking. That's the wrong way, because I'm gonna be selling it to him on the cheap. I'm actually gonna be legit doing that, but I'm also gonna be like fraudulently still making it more expensive than I should, so I can take that money, and then I'll be like, and here's your part of the money, boss, and I'm taking part of that too. So I'm not giving you the whole amount.
You don't need to sell everything cheaper.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So I could just sell like
some things you can get for cheap.
Yeah.
Some things, they just cost more. There's nothing I can do about it.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm your bro. Like, you gave me a job when nobody else would. Oh, that's a good question. We need to decide. Third, do you know if I'm in the gang?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say, I can't imagine you don't. I mean, this is the Old West, and I ride around with him. I mean,
Yeah.
so I'm in the gang. And so I'm gonna give you this whole big story about trying to go legit, I got a lovely woman. Her name's Bragwin. I hope she's in chat, otherwise that's pointless.
I think I saw her earlier.
I saw her earlier, but she kind of comes and goes on my streams. And I'm trying to go legit, right? Like, why do I always play criminals in role-playing games? I'm kind of go legit, and I'm trying to. I got a lovely lady. She's not really interested in a gang member. I'm thinking about heading out to.
Temptation of fraud and money just drags you back.
I'm thinking about heading out to California. Trying to get out there, get ourselves a new life, Get part of that whole gold rush. I don't know. I'm not into gold myself. I'm a silver blood, but Anyway, so so what do you think, Third? Does this work?
Yeah.
Any other ideas you want to toss in here?
No, I like that one.
Okay, so trying to steal or trying to procure. We'll figure out the specifics later. Procure deed to what's the name of the shop?
It is called. No, that's not locations. Where is it?
It's on objects.
Ah, Sinclair's Dry Goods and Mercantile.
To sell supplies and and fraud people. There we go. Okay, so now we need to Guido and me. So you're my boss, obviously.
Okay.
So let's do location, object 5. So that's up the hills and information. The secret cave and a faded wanted poster. Okay. I got an idea here.
Okay.
I'm thinking, you don't like being out in California, eh? Okay, so I'm thinking, like, back up in the hills, in that secret cave, right? That's where the previous gang, not the one you're in contestant with, but the previous gang that was in town a few years back, used to make their holdout, right? Now when you showed up into town, you got into that cave, right? And you noticed that there are a few things still lying around, and you noticed this faded old wanted poster with my face on it, because I was a part of the last gang. And now I managed to slide under the rug on that one. Maybe I bribed the sheriff or something, I don't know, but I managed to get away from that legit. But then you come after me, like, threaten to expose me, like, huh? Right? And you basically press ganged me. I'm open to suggestions. I'm just talking out loud here.
Well, that explains why you want to skim off the top.
Yeah. Because otherwise, I'd probably be pretty loyal.
Yeah.
But now, I mean, you forced me into this. I was trying to go straight, legit, apparently, until all this happened. So now that I'm back in a gang, the only way out is to do more robbing and crime. I mean, that just makes sense.
Sure.
So press ganged because of association with older gang. Okay, so that's me and you, that's you and him, and that's me and him. All right. Give me a second to go check the notes here. So we did relationships, we did locations, needs, objects. Porn, blah, blah, blah. And you have set up here what's going to happen. Generation might be binary or porn at blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the game takes place across 2 acts, interrupted by a tilt, which, I mean, it actually shows that there on the thing. Oh, I mean, some of it's kind of covered, but, you know, so there's Act 1. Hang on. Yeah, that's setup, which we're doing. Act 1, which is when you give dice away. We'll work on that in a second. And then half the dice are gone. A tilt happens, which we'll get to. And then Act 2 happens, where you keep your damn dice. And then Aftermath happens, where we find out what the results is of our act. So let me double check here. So 2 scenes per act. So every individual gets 2 scenes per act. And it's always okay, so the way this always works, any given scene is between 2 people, even if there's more than 3 people playing. The person not playing basically judges the scene. Now, the way this works, I'm just gonna, where's the dice? So let's say I'm judging the scene between you and third, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching you two, and basically I have to decide who wins, okay? Now, that's obviously a really vague terminology. Is this a movie theater?
Is it?
It is a movie theater. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Anyways, so obviously that's kind of a vague thing, so you got to kind of make a judgment call. But basically, whoever you think wins, whoever you think comes out on top in that, you just hand the dice to them, and they put it over to the side like this. So, you know, you give it over, I give it over to Guido, for example, and he now has 1 additional dice for his final outcomes. The more dice you have, the more likely it is things will go in your favor. And also, here's the other thing. This is the really weird one. So let's say pretend situation. Let's say Third is trying to convince Guido to give him $50. This is a really basic example, okay? So I'm watching this, and you two argue it out in character as best as you're able, and then once I decide who I think is going to win, and I give it to Guido, which means he doesn't give you the $50. Make sense? Mm-hmm. So that decides how that scene goes, and then you have an additional dice to be rolled later to determine how future scenes go. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Each of us start with 2 of each color die, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, 2 black and 2 white per player. So go ahead and grab your dice. So make sure you have them. There we go. Oh, wait, is that you? Where's me?
Yeah.
I'm over here. Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let me double check the rules to make sure I know what I'm talking about here. I've only played this once, and I've watched it once on tabletop. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
I'll be right back in East West.
Okay. Okay. All right. That's what I thought. Okay. So you've got yours. I've got mine over here. They're very messy. Of course. My dice are always messy, guys. I'm curious what the... Oh, there's the incest setup right here. What does it say? Oh. A newborn baby. They really like the romance thing in these, don't they?
Yeah.
Sigh. Okay, so let's keep... let's go ahead and... We need the tilt table. We'll need that for later. See you around next time. So let's move this up here. Let's move this up here. We're going to need... Well, we might need... Well, we'll definitely need the tilt table. Let's go ahead and move that up. Let's kind of shuffle these out of the way. We might need the needs table for future scenes. Depending on how this goes, we might need future locations, and we might need future objects. Just a little room. There we go. That's super organized. I swear I'm more organized in real life. It's hard to get them like all straight in the game. It's like, hang on, let's put this here. That, oh, no, no, a little more to the left. No, a little more up. There we go. No, a little more to the right. In real life, I could just nudge. There we go. Okay, so viewers at home, I want you to do me a favor and decide between whom the first scene should happen. What's this? Oh, it's relationships. We probably don't need these. Let's put these over here. There we go.
All right, back.
Okay, so when you do a scene, when you start a scene, we basically establish a scene, and you have to decide if it's an establisher or a concluder, right? Setting up or finishing something off, right? Now, I asked my viewers, all 2 of them, one of them actually at the moment, Bragwin, you're the only one, help. So, what you're supposed to do at this point is basically open the floor and say, all right, anybody want to establish a scene? Does anybody think, anybody have something they'd like to do as their initial establishing moment?
Let's see. So, does it have to be like in the jail, or is it just...
No, it doesn't have to be in the jail. In fact, you can either choose or you can roll for it. I like the idea of rolling for it, which is what I'll be doing for my scenes.
Okay, well, I mean, might as well roll for something then, right?
But who's it between?
I think it should be between me and Guido Boss.
Okay, so here, I'll roll. So the 2 of you are having a scene in the Bradford Hotel in the storm cellar.
Okay.
So, and I'll get one of my red die, I believe. Let me just triple check to make sure it's the right die. Blah, 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 blah. Matter when you establish it, you give your die away at the end of the scene. Yeah, I know that. Okay. I'm good. Okay, so you two are meeting. Do you want to roll for why you're meeting, or you just want to come up with something?
I know why I'm meeting.
Okay. So you two... So, okay. Scene, I'll go quiet.
Okay. So the scene is the storm cellar in the Bradford Hotel. All right. So I've called Boss Guido here to tell him something very important.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead.
For some reason, I'm picturing the storm cellar as being behind the, I'll say, wine cellar is the safe.
Okay.
Now, I'm assuming you would know that that's there.
Probably.
Okay. So, all right. What are you thinking for why we're meeting? Let's start with that.
All right. Well, Boss Guido, I've called you here today in this storm cellar of the Bradford Hotel, our safest meeting place, because I got to be honest, the sheriff's been asking a whole lot of questions recently. He brought me in. He brought me in earlier today, and he was asking about you. And you know, I didn't give you away, but I just want to know what we should do. You've always been like a father to me ever since my father died. So I just thought I should just let you know about that. I don't know what to do.
Well, I appreciate that, son. Although, keep in mind, he doesn't have anything on us, so...
Yeah, but he's turned the screws real tight on me. He threatened me. Said he'd shut down my mind, take it all away from me. That's all I got left.
Hold on. Point of clarification, it's your mine?
Well,
Yeah, he runs the mine. I'm not sure if he owns it.
I mean, it's not like owns the mine, but
You're like the foreman.
yeah.
Okay. That makes...
Yeah.
The only thing he can do is put you in the jail overnight, and you know I'm going to be coming first thing in the morning if I don't make it there that night. He doesn't have anything that he can hold you on.
I know that's true, and you've always broken me out of jail, even when I just got drunk and decided to sleep in the slammer for a bit. But this isn't like any other time. I think he's real serious. He's really going to do something. He's going to ship me off or something.
Real quick, where's your thing, Third? Where are you?
I'm down here.
Okay. Bzz.
Oh, is that it then?
No, I have given that to you, so now the
Oh,
conversation, the interaction goes your way.
Okay, so I'm basically asking for more protection, essentially.
Okay. I know what I'm going to do. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Miss Sally
I know
hasn't been performing all that well up in... What would they call the brothel?
I don't know.
Oh, the old brothel, yes, the Rocky Ridge brothel.
The what?
They call it hard as a rock.
Oh my god. Okay, I know
It's the Wild West.
I know the girls don't shower all that often.
Bregman's
But...
got it.
Right.
Bregman's got it. The saloon.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, I go there a lot
Why?
to get drunk. What do you think?
Oh, okay.
I just said I was drunk in the slammer yesterday.
Okay.
Miss Sally hasn't been performing all that well in the saloon.
No.
What I'm gonna do is have her escort you for the remainder of the week.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
If the sheriff tries to pull anything, she'll be there to distract him and get you out of that situation and back to me post haste.
Oh, I gotcha. Well, I might do appreciate that a whole lot.
And
Now-
scene?
Don't you be taking advantage of Miss Sally.
Oh no, I'd never. She'd kick me all the way uptown.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so that's our first scene. Now the second one should probably be between Guido and me. I'm thinking we should just rotate around, right? Like you two, Guido and me in third, and then you two, Guido and me in third again.
Sure.
Okay.
And that way we'll do the full 2 round for Act 1. I like the idea of rolling for the location, if you don't mind, Guido.
Sure, go for it.
So what do we got here? This is going to be Indian country. Oh, I love it already.
Okay.
Burnt out log cabin in Indian country. Okay,
Good job, you're done
so
here.
so we know the Apache are upset, right? Because of the mine.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, like, as part of the whole gang, like, it's not just you and me, the whole gang's with us. We just decided to go after some of these Apaches because they've been getting a little bit too close. Them Indian folk, they've been trying to
Causing trouble.
causing trouble. You know how Denmark. So, you like it? Do you think that's good?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now I already know what I'm going to say, and I hope you're going to roll with me on this one.
Okay.
Hey, boss! I was hoping I could have a minute of your time, if you don't mind.
What's bothering you there, Lore?
Well, it's weird hearing you call me Laura. Sorry. I appreciate it. It's just that caught me for a second. Well, I'm just.
What did you want me to call you?
No, that's exactly what I want you to call me. I wasn't expecting it for some weird reason.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. My mom, my pa, they didn't really know how to call me. They weren't sure of the name. Anyways, that's not relevant. What really matters right now is these Indian. I'm getting kind of spooked. Sheriff Luzaha, I mean, he's been really trying to push around these days. I'm thinking maybe we should just ease it back a little bit. I mean, we got like 5 silvers and a dented pie tin out of this. Maybe we should ride low a little bit. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but I've been kind of trying to do a little legit stuff on the side, trying to get a little thing going, maybe my own supply store or something like that. I don't know, but I'm sorry, that's not your problem, boss. That's not your problem. I don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful for the jobs you've been giving me. I've been able to put food on my table. It's always good, And you can interrupt me at any time, by the way.
What you failed to notice there, Lore, was after we killed them Apache, I dropped a silver star on the chief's body.
Oh, well, that's good thinking, but we gonna keep doing this, or are we just gonna let it go and try and push this on? Because if they come after us, they might come after the sheriff, but they might not realize it's us too. Or are we gonna be the ones who run in to make this all like we're gonna be the saviors of the town we're in?
Rock Ridge.
Rock Ridge. Is that what it is? What you thinking, boss?
We're pinning this on the sheriff.
Yeah.
So when the Apaches decide to finally take their vengeance,
Uh-huh.
they're not going to be coming after us. They're coming after the law.
Oh gosh, I don't know if I like this, boss. This is some really dangerous territory we're going in. I really hope Third decides who wins this soon, so we could decide where this argument goes. I mean, I'm just thinking that they might go after the sheriff, but they might just come after all of us folk. I mean, I'm in character. I like to think I'm super tan because I'm in the Old West. Our skin ain't quite the same, and that's all they cares about. They just sees them white folks and they just try to kill them. And please, God, I just realized. Can I get no racism comments on this video when this goes to YouTube, please? Anyways, those Indians, they just like killing white people. That's all there is to it. I mean, what? I don't understand, boss. Did he? Oh, he won. Okay.
You've been going on for a minute, so.
Mungo only pawn in game of life, Hourglass.
I mean, if you think it's the best thing, boss, I'll follow your lead, boss.
And scene.
I mean, yeah, you won. We're gonna go ahead and be super violent and all.
Alright,
and kill
so
these.
now we
So
have
now
to
it's
do this.
yeah, it's now it's you and me. Okay, so let's see here. Up in the hills, the secret cave. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Go ahead. I don't have anything. So
So
you start it.
You need to go enact the boss's plan, right?
Yeah. I need to frame the sheriff and frame the townsfolk for this whole engine.
So who do you need to go for to get supplies and stuff?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. And apparently we got a secret cave up in the hills.
We do. We've
which is
just
probably nearby the mine.
probably, and
Right.
apparently we've been there like twice already. So
Yeah.
okay. So I'm just kind of sitting like nervously, kind of pacing in the corner.
All right. Hey, buddy. What's
Hey,
going on, man?
hey! I was just. Oh God, it's so good to see you. Listen, I really need a big favor. So I know. What?
Sorry, you sounded very, very much like a TV character, man. All right, go
Okay.
ahead.
I don't know if I want to know now. I need a favor. Listen. So I know that business has been good at Des Moines, right? Everything's been cool.
Ooh, excuse me.
Oh my God, business has been great. Is that tequila? You been drinking again?
Snuck some off of whoever
Floyd,
the boss mentioned.
Floyd, come on, man. You can't go all drinking again. You know the missus is getting void.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I can
Well, listen. I tell you what. Floyd. I really need you to do me a solid here. I'm trying to get a hold of a couple of things. I can't think of anything out of character right
what do
now.
you need, like nitroglycerin?
No. I don't need no explosives or nothing. I just need like a couple. Like maybe you could get a hold of some of your blacksmithy buddies, right? And maybe try to get a couple of them shiny silver stars.
You need manpower.
No. I don't
You
need
need silver?
manpower. What I need. I need a couple of pieces like that might look like they came from the sheriff's horse, for example. You think you can manage something like that?
like some spurs, maybe. Some
Yeah, like
saddlebags.
really shiny spores, or maybe something like a horseshoe that's kind of come loose,
Oh,
banging
yeah,
up a little bit.
I'm sure I can get that. I don't mind telling you that the sheriff's been around, so I know real good what his stuff looks like.
Oh yeah, freaking sheriff! I hate that guy so much. Don't you? He just comes around all the time, and he's trying to shut down the mine. We're just trying to go straight, and he's all bandits.
But
Whatever.
I'm real worried about that though. See, if I get into this business a whole lot more, then
No.
the
It's
sheriff's already knocked on my door
I ain't
once.
telling you nothing. Yeah, you can stay out of it. All you gotta do is get me these supplies, and you can keep running your thing. You can keep going straight.
Look, they brought Bob in. I mean, he works.
They
he's
brought
who I
Bob
know.
in?
They brought Bob in.
Nah,
If
we
I-
broke
if I
him
ask
last
he's gonna
night.
go tattle.
We
I know
busted
Bob.
him out last night. He's fine.
I know Bob. He's gonna turn us in. I just.
Dude, Bob's on
doing
our
my
side. It's
best.
gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Look, everything's gonna be all right. See, listen, what we really got to do here, Boss Guido, he's got a really good plan. Okay,
I'm
he's
sure
got
he
a
does.
plan to get rid of the sheriff, permanent like. You get me?
How was he
So
gonna
we're
do
trying to. You want to stay out of it, so I ain't telling you details unless you really want me to. But Boss Guido, he knows. He's got the stuff. He's gonna work. He's been leading the gang a lot better than the old gang, the Lore Walkers. That gang sucked. They didn't do jack. I got caught. Well, actually, no, I didn't get caught. I was the one person who didn't get caught. Is actually what happened there. I was a smart one. I got out of the deal.
Look, let me tell you something.
Yeah. What's up? What's up?
This whole stuff, I might as well just be a member of the gang at this point.
No. You're just a supplier. I'm just a local citizen asking for a couple of very specific pieces that you happen to have the access to procure. It's very above board. You can give me a receipt. It'll make you feel better. I'll pay for it.
That's a paper trail. I don't want to do that.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Nobody pays attention to those anyways. I gotta be honest. I was planning to burn it, but
I gotta admit, I can't read, so I don't know what I'd do with it. But
well, that's why you got me, buddy. That's why you got me, old Thud. This is why I run all your paperwork for you. Speaking of which, we got to talk about last week's shipment. Now, we weren't really doing as well as we wanted to in the southern. Oh God, I'm losing all my lingo here. The southern tunnel. We weren't really pulling quite as much as we expected, so we only
Southern
got
shaft.
Yeah, the southern shaft only got us 250, and that that ain't really what was up to speed. I just want to let you know about that right now while we're here, because, I mean, it's not...
So, do I actually give you one of my die? Or
yes,
one
you
of...
give us one of the red dies that you have in your possession.
Okay.
Or the white die.
But yeah, the white die. Anyways, so I'm just saying that, wait, who'd you give it to?
So I'm gonna give it to Lord.
Okay.
So I guess I'll do this one last thing.
Okay, just
I
the
don't
one
wanna
last
go
one.
for
It's all I'm asking from you. Oh, this is the perfect song. Hang on. I'm going to turn this up for our viewers at home.
There's a snake
Anyways.
about them.
There's a snake. Okay, so you just, it's one of those things. Nothing biggin'. It's nothing biggin'. You get back to your normal stuff. It'll be all good. Everything will be cool. So, I need that spur, and I need that horseshoe. You got me?
No.
All right, I'll pay you in advance, and I go ahead and fish out a few bits of gold dust. I'll pay you in advance, even.
All right, that's great. I wish you'd use money, but okay, thank you.
Look, you want a paper trail, dude? We already talked about this.
What?
Just get out of here.
No,
Go.
just a few
Go.
bits.
I turn him around. I just start shoving him out. Come on, go.
All right. I leave.
Scene. Okay. So we've successfully managed to get more stuff to frame the sheriff at this point, and the plan to frame the sheriff is going forward pretty well at the moment. So now we got to do some payoff scenes, right? So we've established. Shoot, what do we establish between you two? Oh yeah, he wanted protection.
Yeah.
So we established he wants out of this and he wanted protection. We established we're framing the sheriff, and we established that we're getting the stuff to frame the sheriff. So now we got to pay off on all three of these points. So you two are first. You want to roll for it, or you want to just choose at this point?
All right. So how is this different than the other scenes, or is it just like the same?
It's basically the same. The idea, however, is to basically conclude. Like, think of it in an act structure.
Okay. All right.
This is from Zelda, yes.
What should we do first?
Actually,
I think the one between me and Widow should be last.
Okay. Oh, so you want to do it in like the reverse order, back around?
Yes.
Okay. That means you and I are going to go again, but that's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, so well, let's definitely roll then, because I'm not sure I have an idea here. So, 3. So that's the decent part of town. Ooh. I like it. And whoop, too
The
close.
First Church of Christ Redeemer.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I know what. Well, it's got to be resolution.
Yeah, it's got to be resolution. We got to be resolving.
Okay.
So this could be you.
I've got the scene in my mind right now.
Okay, so go ahead and start, because I don't know what's going on.
You've been okay. So you've been looking. Well, I apologize for assuming something.
Go ahead.
You've
Go
been
ahead.
looking for me because I haven't delivered the stuff.
Yeah, where is this guy? Third.
And you find me in the last resort. You go to the chapel.
Yeah, I'm
there.
finally like, whatever. Maybe he's
They're
in here.
praying.
Get some wine and maybe. So I burst in. I'm in a bad mood at this point because I've been looking everywhere for you. Like, oh god, where's this guy? Hide! And then as soon as I say that, like a bunch of people say shh. I'm like, kind of.
No, it's totally empty except for me.
Oh, okay. So I go,
Yeah.
Thoid! Dude, I've been looking everywhere for you. Where you been? Where are you in the church?
At the altar. in front.
Okay, so you're at the altar. So Thoid, and I just start walking up. Oh my god, man, you been drinking again?
No, I haven't been drinking again.
Okay.
I was
Good
just
man. You got my
asking
stuff?
for forgiveness for what I was doing.
You got the goods, man? We need to get rid of the sheriff. You know as well as I do, he's a corrupt fish, man. He's gonna get all this done. This needs to happen. We've talked this over. You already agreed. Where's the goods? Come on, where's the goods, man?
He pulls it up from under a pew.
Okay.
I got him just like you asked.
Oh, this is perfect. The horse even looks. That's great. That's great. I just realized I don't have a conflict in mind here. Give me a second. How much of a scumbag should my character be, viewers at home?
Well, I've got a conflict if you don't mind.
Oh, go ahead. What do you got?
So your thing has to do with the deed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you came in here and you're conflicted because I'm about to say something like, I'm going to leave town after this.
Okay.
So you could either like keep the deed.
Ooh.
yourself,
Okay. I see what you're saying.
Or give it to me.
Okay. And try to keep you here. Hmm.
And the conflict would be either, well, if I get my way, I leave town. If you get your way, you give me a deed or something of that sort.
Okay, I get you.
And you're kind of like on the fence about it.
Yeah. All right, I get you. So, oh god, you're a lifesaver here, man. This is fantastic. I rebuckle, like I had unbuckled my gun quietly. You just now are noticing I'm rebuckling the gun because you didn't even notice me.
Okay, you expecting trouble or something?
Oh God, with the sheriff running around and his boy. You hear he's starting to try to recruit a posse, right?
Yeah, that's exactly that's what I've been hearing.
Yeah,
and you know what? To be honest, it scares me a whole lot.
Well, I understand. That's why we got into all this plan. The boss has got an idea.
I just want to let you know, Laura, this is the last thing I'm doing. I'm leaving town after this.
Wait, you're leaving?
I'm done.
You're leaving?
Yeah.
But what about the mine? What about old Betsy?
I turned in my resignation. I have.
You put in your
nowhere else
resignation.
to
You
be
had a
here.
good. Why would you do that?
Look, I appreciate.
Where are you
the
even
boss's help.
going? Where could you possibly
I
go
don't
other
know,
than
but
here?
somewhere away from here. Somewhere.
Like where? Where you don't even know how to read.
I'll go west.
I hold up a piece of paper that has it's like a bunch of locations on it. Where are you even gonna go, man? Point out to me on that map. Where are you gonna go?
He points to an empty spot and says, "Just wherever that is."
That's it. You can turn an engine? Is that what you're going? Huh? Throwing your life away, buddy. Listen.
Maybe it won't be so bad.
Listen.
Listen.
And I arm around the shoulder and try to start getting personal. Listen. I get that you're scared. No. No, I'm being a scumbag in a much worse way because I only want you to stay here because I want to make money off of you. That's Listen. I'm thinking maybe I understand where you're coming from. I mean, I've had a couple run-ins with the law here. Check this out. I kind of hold my mouth and point to where some of my teeth aren't there, which is funny because I'm actually in real life missing a tooth right there. So, sure. You see this? I understand.
Well, they've gotten impeccable dentistry work for us. Not even a dentist here.
They're the best, but they kind of couple of those out. That was the sheriff that did that, so I understand you don't want to go through. That was rough, but that's why we got to make this right. Look, if we don't stick up for ourselves, people with the guns are just gonna do whatever they want to. They got a little shiny badge. They could just say, "Hey, you, that's mine now." That ain't right. That ain't how things should be. Right? I'm gonna just keep rolling charisma here, because goddamn it, man.
That's right. I suppose. But
now listen, I'm just thinking.
It just smells of trouble.
Maybe you should understand that you'll be safer here, where you know the people around you, right?
What's gonna happen next? You get rid of this sheriff, and then another one comes in, and another one comes in.
Well.
You gotta keep asking me for more and more favors.
I'm betting the boss has a plan for that. You're gonna have to ask him about that. I'm not actually sure, but
I'm sure he does. He's got my best interest at heart. I know.
He does. He's always been a bro to you, or a pa to you, right? He's always been a pa to you, right? He's always been there for you. You doubting him? You doubting your own pa, boy?
No.
Of course you ain't. He's a great guy.
He can't be around all the time.
He's the kind of guy. Well, that's
Miss
true.
Sally isn't even here right now. I ditched her.
You what? You ditched?
I ditched her to come in here.
Was it the alcohol? I'm just asking.
No, I have been drinking.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I smell a couple somethings.
Oh,
okay, maybe
I had a little bit earlier today.
Okay. Hey, I ain't judging. It's a stressful job. Listen, tell you what. Why don't you just stick around a little bit longer? We'll see what we get resolved. Maybe we'll get one of our gang in charge of the sheriff. How's that sound? Start up there, get a nice little shiny badge, huh? Right? Does that sound good? Maybe we get you the sheriff's pick. I mean, you already quit at the mine, right? No. You don't have to actually be the sheriff. But this way, there's no sheriff. You're right. You feel me?
I guess I don't know the first thing about being a fake sheriff either.
Oh, but easy. You walk around, you smile, make big strutting steps, flash that gun. Don't even have to have any bullets in it. Just, flash the gun every now and again.
Why would you carry around a gun without bullets? That don't make no sense.
I mean, if you don't even have a gun on you right now, son.
I don't?
No, you don't.
Because somebody stole it.
You see why you need to be the fake sheriff? Come on, man. You don't have to be the fake sheriff. I'm just tossing out ideas. Come on, man. You can't leave out on the town of the name I've already forgotten because I'm terrible.
Rock Ridge?
Rock Ridge. You can't just leave out of Rock Ridge. Them silver mines, that's our lifeblood.
No, you said yourself they haven't been doing as well.
Well, I'm hoping after we open up the northern passage again, after them damn engines took it down.
Northern passes. That's just fool's gold there.
Well, maybe we need to do another re-examining of it. I'm just thinking. I mean, I don't mean no offense, son, but I kind of get the feeling that you ain't ever done a lick of prospecting in your life.
Yeah, nobody has. Nobody here has. But you know what they say. I mean, it's useless to keep digging once the mines run dry.
Well, I'm running out of steam here, Guido. Have you decided yet?
Okay, so I was trying to determine if I was supposed to be determining a
Yes,
winner.
this is
Like,
still,
okay.
still the same thing. I'm running out of stuff to say. I'm just starting to loop my arguments here.
Okay.
I want him to stay. He wants to get the hell out of Dodge. And the only reason I want him to stay is because I want to bilk him for money.
Right. I'm gonna go with third here.
Okay. That actually, that's great. Okay.
Which die do I give him?
Just another red one. The only other red one, yeah. And make sure you keep those separate from your initial pile. Like, you really want to get out of here, man? Is that really going to be a better life for you?
I've made up my mind. That's what I'm going to do. You can't stop me. I'm sorry.
Hey, I ain't
We'll have
trying
another
to,
drink before I leave.
I ain't trying to cause no problems. I'm just trying to look after you, man. If that's really what you need, I'm gonna reach out my hand, for a big old arm pump.
Oh yeah, I'll give him a shake.
Okay. I wish you nothing but the best. God bless, man.
Thanks.
And then he leaves, and I like to picture that I'm in the church here, and I just start swearing.
And lightning strikes.
And then I also exit, and then I make a trip to the mine, but that's going to be separate.
So now it's you and Guido.
Let me go over here. So we got to resolve this. So which means we got to resolve the Apache situation. So we've kind of brought in like an NPC as a major component to this. So what we have to do now is we have to decide what happened with that. We got to kind of determine like how that went. Now we could determine that now or at the tilt. I'm okay with either, but we do have to figure that out. Gosh darn it. I think Guido's muted.
I just realized that. Do you have a plan? 'Cause I don't know what the next step is.
Well, okay, so the tilt, if you look up here, we've got the tilt. Come on, there we go. We got the tilt table. And the tilt table kind of helps to explain how things go badly. That is exactly what it's like, progressing evil, basically. Okay. And it kind of showcases how messed up this situation's going to get. Let me double check something on the rules.
But that's after this resolution.
That is after this resolution, correct.
Right. So
are we supposed to do that right now?
No. Tilt is after the resolution. It's establish, resolve, and then however many tilts. I'm actually making sure how many tilts. I'm pretty sure each thing needs a tilt. I'm almost positive. Wow, that is really I'm going to just look up the PDF and the rules on that one because that is super unclear. But anyways, the tilt doesn't matter right now because we're not there yet.
So my question was more, do you have a plan for the resolution?
Yeah, I was going to roll for it.
Okay.
I was going to be like, well, it all went to hell. There we go. You got... Where's the... Here we go. This is what I want right here. Hopefully. See, the problem is you're supposed to buy a lot of the actual scenarios, but I don't want a scenario. I specifically want the base stuff. Here we go. Looking up the rules, one of the most common things done. in this type of game. Any kind of game, really. Here we go. Okay. The tilt. Blah, 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 blah. What? Hang on. Oh, okay. That makes a degree of sense. Okay, this is like 3 extra rules which are totally unnecessary just to make sure to random it up more. We don't really need to do a thing where I roll a dice to determine the beginning category, then I give the dice to Guido so he rolls the dice to determine the secondary category, and he gives the dice to we don't need to do all that. That's unnecessary. IMO. What I really needed to do is how many tilts we're gonna have exactly. Looks like we are, in fact, going to have 3 tilts, 1 between each of us. Which is what I wanted to know initially. So based on that, I'm thinking we should go ahead and resolve the engines thing in the tilt. Because, so, for now, so we need to figure out some way that we're interacting. I'm going to roll locations just to see if anything strikes me here, or you. The Bradford Hotel, popular place, and the saloon.
Either we're both drinking, or you're looking for Miss Sally. That's the only 2 things that immediately come to mind. Neither of which are really jumping out at me.
I like the idea of us drinking, because I have a goal in mind I could use here. I'm trying to convince you of something. Do you think that'll work?
Possibly.
Okay. Do you want to go for it?
I'm just seeing what another option is
here.
Okay. Okay. Indian country again.
Damn engines.
The Presbyterian mission at Broken Arrow. Okay. I'm okay with the saloon.
Okay, so we're drinking.
Okay.
This is a couple days later, I'm guessing. And yeah, this is perfect. Okay, so curtains apart. Oh god, this is some of the worst. What are you drinking, the Old West? I don't know what you're drinking.
30 seconds.
Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla? Oh, it's whiskey, isn't it? I should have thought of that. I've seen Back to the Future 3. That's all I can think of. What? Oh, hang on. I see the shot. Oh, shoot. I lost the screen. There we go. There we go. Shot glass. Tequila?
No, that's going to be whiskey.
Okay, whiskey. Sorry, thank you. Okay, so we're doing whiskey. He's doing whiskey shots. I'm like, I can't hold my liquor. I'm like, Oh, balls. Oh my god.
You always were weak, Lore.
Yeah, I know, boss. I'm sorry. I try to be as big and strong as you, but I've always been more of an idea guy. I'm a paperwork kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Got any sarsaparilla?
No. Well, speaking of ideas, I hear you got one.
Yeah, I wanted to run this by you really quick, boss. Nothing big or fancy. Can I... Here, and I basically just, like, slide my drink over to you, so you have another shot now. You got any small water? Or small beer? Anything? Really?
No.
What kind of freaking... What do you got?
Whiskey.
I pull out my gun and shoot him. I put it back.
And I'm the replacement bartender.
Yeah, I don't actually do that. We don't own this town that well. That's the whole point. We're trying to own this town. So it's like, okay. So I just go without. I'm just sitting here kind of irritable, and it's like, oh, So I was thinking, boss, with your brilliant plan, brilliant? God, I can't do R's and L's with that accent. With your brilliant plan, boss, I was thinking maybe, you know, with them getting run out of town, maybe you could put me in charge of something a little bit more. You know, I've been loyal to you, right? The last couple of years, haven't I been good? So I was thinking maybe I could do something other than just be muscle on the little heists. I'm going to kill some racist word for engines. I don't actually be on a racist here, so I'm just going to say it that way. You know, I was thinking maybe something a little more bureaucratical. That's kind of more my stain, boss.
Well, Little Bird told me that I'm going to be looking for a new foreman soon.
Oh, man, you heard about that, right? Ah, boy, I tried so hard, boss. You don't even know. I actually tried really, really hard to get him to not bail on us. Like the little saccus. And I started just cussing him out. Cuss.
Yeah.
Cuss.
I was chewing, sorry.
Cuss. Just give me more time to cuss him out.
That's enough of that.
I'm sorry,
I
boss.
don't need you talking bad about my boy.
I'm sorry. I know how you feel about him, boss. Damn it, he's just bailing on us. He's all scared. Okay, you call me a weak boy. Phew, that boy, he can't do nothing. Didn't even have his gun. You believe it?
There was a term for that in the old days.
What, yella?
No.
Idiot.
Like calm and soft.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know.
He's one of them.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, boss. I was just really thinking we could get the sheriff out. We could get him a... Maybe you could go convince him to come back after this. I don't know. Might be able to still catch him. Train doesn't leave till like Tuesday. But that's not what I'm trying to convince you of, by the way. That's just me sliding
I was
that
wondering,
in there.
yeah.
That's just me setting up your two's next scene, basically. But in the interim, like, okay, we get him back. That'll be good. I don't need the mine. That's great. But maybe I could be put in charge of something. You know, maybe I could be supply master. I've been hearing there's this old deed. And there's someone got a lien on it. It's the Sinclair's Dry Goods and Mercantile. You know the place, right? Place that sells that jerky. It's really good. It got just the extra bit of peppercorn on it. So
You mean the mercantile that supplies the mine with all our needs?
Well, yeah, actually. Like, you put me in charge of that, then we got the whole kit and caboodle. We got him in the mine, got me in the shop, we got you in the guns. We just need to figure out a new sheriff situation, but I'm leaving that to you. That's you, boss. You want to be the sheriff? That's up to you. I don't know.
I've already got a guy lined up.
Really? Oh, man, you are the best, boss. Hey, can I have another whiskey? Slide another whiskey to you. This is why you the boss. Ain't nobody better than you. Oh, man. So, I was thinking...
the conflict, because you just kind of like agreed with each other.
Well, no, the point is, I'm trying to convince him to basically bow me out of normal gang duty and become his, like, you know, his stoolie in charge of the shop instead.
I'm trying to think of whether or not I've ever had reason not to trust other than you came from the old gang.
Well, you did have to press gang me. But
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever been actively disloyal. Like, I'm playing a complete scumbag here. But
Right.
yeah, he strikes me as the kind of guy who wouldn't be overtly, you know, but treacherous. What do you guys think, viewers at home? Does Guido, Boss Guido, have reason to suspect... I literally wrote my name down there as Lackey when I was taking notes earlier. Lackey Lore. Lore Lackey?
No.
Excuse me. We can flip for it. Oh, sorry.
Here's what I'm seeing. You take over the mercantile,
Yeah.
and I set your prices.
Yeah. No, boss. That's I think that's a great idea because that way, you could control the stumble. That way you could totally control exactly how much money you're bringing in from the mine, how much money you're bringing in from the store. Because obviously I'm gonna have to give you a kickback. That's just a duh. Man, I never even said anything about that, right? It's another whiskey. Another whiskey. There we go. Slide that over. So yeah, you can control the market. It'll be great. Maybe if we can start expanding over time, you know, get ourselves a nice cushy situation. I mean, unless you're cool with running around shooting people rest of your life, and I would be totally cool with that, boss.
And third, how we doing?
Yeah, what's the judgment, third?
I mean, I'm having a hard time seeing what I'd give it to anyone other than Guido because you basically just said, okay, that's fine. Even if you don't
Yeah, well,
so
the problem is I can't imagine, like, if you give it to Guido, though, that means I don't get the store. Like I was thinking, the way we were going with that. Because this is just my impression, but you know, remember we had this whole thing. Remember, your need, Guido, is respect by bringing down the machine, right? Now, obviously, you've got this whole plan to take out the sheriff. But what I'm talking about is basically the opposite of that. I'm talking about establishment and investment and, you know, like long-term capitalism. And I was thinking, like, Boss Guido was the kind of guy who would be more like, screw all that noise. Hence,
okay.
you'd be... so that was my assumption, of course. Obviously, you don't have to play it that way. I'm just looking at your need up here.
Yeah, I thought we were talking about, like, powering the mine, like steam power. So I had totally forgotten about.
This is up to you. Because if it's about whether or not he's going to set prices, I will protest a little bit more. Uh-oh.
Okay.
What'd you got?
No, I'm staying on this course of action.
So what's the specific conflict you're going for then?
So if you are going to fight me on the price, then obviously you are not the person that should be taking over. So I'm still doing away with the machine. I'm not bringing it into the gang. I'm ensuring that it stays like.
I get you. So I will go ahead and protest the prices then, because I don't understand that you're testing me, basically.
Okay.
So, boss. You know it doesn't work that way. How many times have I run numbers for the game? Have I ever run you wrong? Not once. Not once, according to Bragwin. So, I've been nice and loyal. I'm good with numbers, you know that. I've been good with numbers for the mine, for your boy Third, right? You set prices, we're going to have problems. Customers aren't going to buy stuff. You can't just jack up the price and make more money. It doesn't work that way. You know that. I got you. Boss, you put me in charge. I'll take over the store. I'll set the prices. I'll make sure you get a nice, good profit. Long-term profit, too. Might need a little bit of investment, but I think we can handle that. Rob a couple engines, maybe a couple carriages. It'll be cool.
Now, see, this is why you don't think big. I'm not talking about jacking up the prices. I'm talking lower the prices.
Lower the prices? Boss, you lower the prices, we're going to have to start robbing in order to be able to pull a turn a profit on that.
But it's going to draw more people into town to purchase more from the store, which will equate to more profit.
But boss, if okay. And my character now realizes that he's going to have to try and explain economics to a guy who's very drunk and has a gun. Boss, listen, if we sell more at a lower price, we're still not making money. It's a per unit kind of a thing, boss. See, what you gotta understand, boss.
I'm trying to go with the Walmart economics.
Boss, I mean, okay. I mean, if we keep robbing, we're gonna just bring heavier hands. We want the FBI out here? That ain't gonna be good. Yes, Lurkerson. I mean, you don't want the FBI involved, boss. You start price gouging like that. We need to keep our prices moderate. Nobody don't suspect something. We maybe lower them a little bit, but then we raise them later. Right. It'll all be good, boss. Trust me, boy. I know this money stuff. Here, watch this. Bartender! Here's the money for your thing. And I give him, like, a deliberately incorrect amount of money that's at an odd number. And then he says, well, wait, I don't understand. This is the wrong number. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, and I start switching it out. I'm giving him a little bit of change. And I end up basically paying for less than the money is worth. And I'm like, there you go. There's a name for that scam. I've had people try it on me in real life and fail miserably. I get you, boss. Did you vote already, third? All right, who won?
I did. You did. I want to see where it goes.
Oh, I won?
Yeah.
Okay, so I got you back, boss. Don't you worry.
So I think that the boss isn't really drunk now, and so he just agrees.
Yeah, there are the feds in the Wild West next time.
Yeah, the FBI is like 100 years old.
Yeah. They were mean back then.
Didn't they start as the Pinkertons?
I think so, but I'm not 100% on that.
Regardless.
Trust your boy, boss. I got your back, boss. Pat on the back. I got your back, boss.
You see, I'm not worried about the feds when I got a ranger in my pocket.
Oh, you didn't tell me about that, boss. You got a ranger. That's pretty impressive.
Who do you think the next sheriff is gonna be?
Oh, that makes sense. That's why you're the boss. You're always thinking ahead. You're not looking too good. You doing all right, boss? I haven't had a drop of liquor.
I'm going to wave the bartender over.
Another whiskey.
I guess scene?
Yeah.
So now, you know, I imagine Third's character, he's trying to get the hell out of Dodge. It'd be funny to see what the location we roll is here, to see where he's going to try and get out of here. Residences. The opium den behind the White Star Laundry. Trying to negotiate passage. Where's my other dice? There it is. Okay.
Alright, I got it.
Okay.
Alright, the opium den, because you know, you've got to follow up a nice bunch shots of whiskey with some opium, right?
Oh god, so the boss goes over to the opium den. Gotta get some whiskey and some opium. Oh yeah. I don't even know what that would be like, and I don't think I want to. Oh god, he's gonna be dead tomorrow.
No, he's one of those people that drinks, 5 shots of whiskey for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and lives to be 100.
So I'd be okay with owning the opium den, but not so much with the partaking.
No, I'm not trying to.
Come on, man, Guido, embrace the role. The sheriff's at the opium den. No, I'm kidding. He's not part of this. He's not part of this.
No, because we determined he wasn't actually corrupt.
Yeah, we already decided that earlier.
Okay, so scene behind the opium den. My character is there along with Miss Sally.
Okay.
We're negotiating with another man there. And I guess you arrive or you're already there or something of that sort. What do you want to do, Guido?
I'm okay. So I'm picturing I'm walking out the back of the saloon after having several drinks, and I see you and Miss Sally and whoever this other person is.
Okay.
The person who's trying to get him out, like the smuggler or whatever, or the person who sells the fake train tickets, or the real train tickets. I suppose that's also possible. Trying to go legit, like a weirdo.
Yeah, so I'll give a start when I see you, but I'm guessing you approach.
Miss Sally.
Oh, I do declare. Oh, sorry.
So what happens when they're...
So you could respond for her.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Or he'll do it. Yeah, there does it.
No, I mean, I'm saying, so third can respond instead of Miss Sally responding.
Right. Say, hey there, Guido. Look, I know what this looks like, and I guess I might as well just tell you it's exactly what it is. Miss Sally and I, we're gonna leave town. We've both agreed. We're going together. That's what we're doing.
I'm in love.
We've got a
Boss
wagon out
Guido,
of here,
he's the best.
and
You don't
we're leaving
understand.
sunrise tomorrow.
Look at those muscles. He's
We're
so
going
good
to
with
New York.
numbers. I do declare.
I don't know a hill of beans about what I'm going to do there, but that's where we're going. We heard it's nice.
So, after all these years, you're going to just up and leave everything I've given you.
Look, I really appreciate all you've done. Really, I do. You've been like the father that was killed to me ever since he was died. But look, I can't stay out here much longer. This just isn't for me. I got really, really scared when the sheriff came knocking around, and when you calmed me down, I thought I was going to stay, but then I got dragged back into mob stuff, and I just don't want that. I don't want that.
You've always been too gentle for this life.
I know. I don't even carry around a gun.
Miss Sally, is this truly what you want to do with your life?
Enter a fourth character. You can't change her mind. That's what she wants to do.
Well, I know better than to try and stop you from leaving. But I would ask that when you do find somewhere to land, let me know.
I'll send you a letter. Rock Ridge, house number 2. I promise I'll write all the time. I'll tell you how things are going.
Just because you're not in Rock Ridge does not mean that my promise to your pappy has ended.
Oh, for being a mob boss, you're an honorable man.
Honor is all we have in this life.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I listening to?
It's somebody out in the hallway talking very loudly.
Jeez. Yeah, that sounded like practically yelling. Interesting. Okay.
So, what I'm going to do
okay.
is offer to buy a train ticket
Uh-oh.
and go down to the train station to purchase said ticket.
Okay. And then kill the train guy.
Well, the question is, where is the train going to go?
Oh, I get you. So, as the judge here, I don't actually see quite a conflict then, if that's what you're gonna do. Yeah, I'll go buy you a train ticket. I mean, there's no conflict. I guess it'd be a conflict of if you... So, you offer to do it, and if you win, you get to pick the location. And if he wins... So go ahead and, like, argue that real quick.
Well, okay.
Well, the way to do that is, I guess we both go up to the ticket thing, but you insist on purchasing the ticket.
Yeah.
Say where it's going.
And the ticket thing is at the Opium Den.
Sure. Train station and Opium Den right here.
It's a conservative place. What do you want? Or would that be liberal? God, I don't even know.
Two tickets to New York, please. That's not how it works. Just give me 2 tickets.
I'll get this.
Oh. Well, thanks. I was going to pay with this gold dust in my pocket, but you probably have money. That works better.
I'd, pull out the wad of cash.
And what are the stops on the route that this train takes?
NPC comes in.
Right.
We keep bringing in NPCs. Damn it! Hang on, let's pull up a map here. U.S. Railroad. Okay, here we go. No, not the... God damn it, game. And by game, I mean Google. Here we go. Okay, perfect. All right, so we've got... I don't know where we are, but so there's New York. New York. We've got Albany, Lansing, Indianapolis, Springfield, Jefferson, Topeka, Denver, Salt Lake, Carson, Sacramento. We're pretty much at the west end at that point.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be, like, Carson is where you're starting.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Somewhere in Nevada.
So, from there... What was like 2 stops over?
2 stops over would be Denver. Or Cheyenne.
And then what's next?
Topeka or Lincoln.
Okay. That's not what I was thinking.
You could also make him go down to Phoenix or Santa Fe. Or you can make him go over to Sacramento. Just to completely send him in the wrong direction.
Oh, I could send him to California.
I suppose you could also basically bribe the... If you wanted to go this route, bribe the train guy to not sell him a ticket. Or gun him to not sell a ticket. Like, don't shoot him. I mean, hey, roll intimidate. You ain't selling this boy no ticket, you understand? Hey, Brennian. Hope she's feeling better soon.
So... I'm going to buy him a ticket.
Okay.
See, I want you to take the scenic route.
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, you need to see more of the states before you go back to New York. It's only fair.
Oh, that's real generous of you, but I don't think we're gonna. I mean, like, what are we gonna do? Just stop there and look around? I don't have any money except for this gold dust in my pocket. We were gonna make our living in New
Where
York.
did you get gold dust? We have a silver mine.
One of your men gave it to me.
Damn it,
That's what he used to pay for the sheriff's badge. And wait, tell her, cover your ears. That's what he used to pay for the sheriff's badge. And,
best
Horseshoe.
criminal ever.
I thought it was real strange too, but I didn't ask any questions.
So what I'm going to do is pay the train station guy
Okay.
the money that it would cost to buy a ticket to New York, but I'm going to buy a ticket to San Francisco.
Okay. And you're just going to slide this under the rug with him?
Yep.
How to decide who wins that, then?
A roll perception check.
Honestly, I'm just going to give that to Guido in that case.
Okay.
There we go.
Off to San Fran.
Which I just noticed means all three of us have won one as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. That's not how that's usually supposed to go, I don't think. So,
Right.
you buy him a ticket to San Fran. The city, sorry.
Well, him and Miss Sally.
Oh, yeah, and Miss Sally, right.
So, you know.
So I guess scene?
Yep.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. To do a tilt, right?
So yeah, now we do tilts. So we're gonna do a tilt. I've been actually glancing through the rules, like while you guys have been role playing, and I've discovered some interesting facts about the rules, including the fact that we literally don't have access to some of them, and they're not in the tabletop thing. So we're gonna improv this a little bit.
Okay.
So
We haven't been doing that.
yeah, no, we don't do that. So let's go ahead and put that over there for the aftermath. That'll come up later. Right now, what we need is the tilt. So, normally we're supposed to do this whole thing where we only decide so many tilts based on so many dice rolls that are supposed to go in a certain thing based on a table we don't have. So, screw all that. Here's what I'm thinking we do. We have one tilt per interaction, right? So 3 tilts total for us, based on the dynamics we've got going on. These are going to be our black die. These are thirds, but whatever. I mean, I'm just going to use your dice, your third. They're mine now.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and roll for them like this. Roll. I'm just doing pretend. Obviously, this isn't going to be a real one. And then once those are done, these dice have to stay on the numbers they're on. Okay? Whatever was rolled for the tilt, they have to stay, because that's going to be part of the aftermath.
Okay.
Now, and then things go bad. This is the whole point. So, why don't you and... So, third, why don't you roll for you and Guido's first?
Okay.
And then Guido will roll for Guido and me, and I'll roll for me and you. Okay, so...
4-1.
Guilt, a visit from the authorities. I like that. Ooh.
So, do we roll for everybody else's tilts now?
We will, but like I said, make sure to keep that 4 on the 1.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, Guido, go ahead and do the one between you and me.
Okay.
Where's the dice?
4.
4.
And
That's another guild.
5.
4. Someone panics. Ooh. I'll have to think about that one. So again, remember those. I'll roll for this setup. It's... Come on. There we go. If this is a 4 again, I'm re-rolling. I'm re-rolling. I'm sick of 4. Okay.
That's fair.
Failure. A tiny mistake leads to ruin. Ooh. Okay. So, now, the way they do the tilts varies, and there's supposed to be sort of rules for that we don't have, as I mentioned earlier. So, I'm thinking we're going to bake the tilts into the scenes we're about to do for Act 2. That's my thinking here, okay?
Okay.
So, let's do third and Guido's scene first. Now, there's no giving away dice in this scene. However, you now have the option to basically spend one of your existing dice in order to make something go positively or negatively for you.
Okay.
Now, a white, or a red, I guess I should just say, is a positive and a black is a negative. Right now, we all have 2 positives and 2 negatives. Anything you don't spend during Act 2 and the tilt will go into the aftermath. Okay? The more you have in the aftermath, the better. But you get where this is going. So, so yours was... So the sheriff has either visited or is visiting you. Or maybe like the sheriff's posse.
Okay.
And that's like that's the point that leads to your scene.
All right. So now we need to roll for location, right?
You don't have to, but yeah. Opium den. Cat den. Best part. 5.
Up in the hills.
Uh-oh. If it's that secret cave again. Okay, no. The
Chinese
Chinese camp! Ooh.
I'm not quite sure what to do here.
I know what to do.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Okay.
why don't you set the scene then?
Yeah.
So I am meeting with the opium supplier.
Okay, that makes sense. I'm with it.
So what but why are you there?
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, that's
The hell's he doing there? Unless the sheriff's dragging him there. Like going for a direct confrontation.
Like pulled him off the train.
Yeah, like drag.
Okay.
and there could possibly be a Chinese camp nearby.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Okay. Well, we can do that. Or poor Miss Sally, who has overdosed on opium,
Uh-oh.
and
Or it was
poor Mr.
bad
Third.
opium.
And poor Mr. Third is accused of
Ooh.
the basically causing her death.
Yeah.
We're getting dark here.
Well, this is where things are supposed to start going bad, so... It's called Fiasco for a reason.
If you want to run with that, we can. If you think of anything else, let me know. I just need to grab a fork. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what my conflict would be with that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
I guess I got an idea. Unless Guido wants to say something first. When this all happens.
Go ahead.
Hang on, real quick.
Okay.
I've decided that I disagree with the rules.
Alright.
Sorry. I'm still reading these over here. I think it would actually work better if we continue the structure we did for Act 1. Judge, winner, right?
We have no dice to give away.
Well, actually, if we use our white dice, we do.
Oh, use the ones that we already got?
Yeah. Because we actually do have dice, and this would actually make... Yeah, anyways, this makes sense in my head. I'm just going to say it that way.
Okay. So, what happens if we spend all our dice?
Then
And none to give away.
That's not actually mathematically possible at the moment. But I see why that could happen. That means... oh God, I've actually seen that scenario happen. I'm trying to remember what concluded as a result of that. I'm almost positive what happened is one person basically auto-lost the confrontation in the scene, and they knew walking into it that one person was going to lose. So, like, hypothetically, let's say that I only had one red die over here right now. And so I give one away to Guido, and so, like, for the next scene I judge, whichever of you two has the most red die just wins.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that's how they did that, but I'll...
Okay.
There's problems here because we don't have the actual rules in front of us, so kind of ad-libbing it here a little bit. So, you're at the opium den. Sally's dead.
At the Chinese camp.
Yeah, you're at the Chinese opium den camp.
Yep.
Sally is there. No, Sally's not there. She's dead. You've been dragged there, and you're in chains, right?
Yeah.
And the sheriff has dragged you there, trying to interrogate, and like, you gotta tell me, who sold you this damn opium? I know you did it. I know you did it.
Miss Sally,
This was you. So, scene. Curtains open.
No. Why have you done this?
You tell me right now. Swear to me.
Why are you Satan? No.
God, Batman would be really effective in the Old West if you think about it.
You got something in your throat, boy?
Sir, I say, sir, you will unhand my boy.
This man killed this woman.
Guido, I knew this would happen. I knew this something bad would happen. Now the sheriff's here, and Miss Sally's dead.
Boy, if I told you once, I told you 100 times. You do not get romantically involved with the whores.
How could you call her something like that? Did you do this? I know you didn't want me to go away. Did you kill her?
Son,
You're not saying no.
I put you on that train myself. I have been busy dealing with business. I have not had time nor the inclination to deal with your woman problems.
Oh, I know how it works. You probably sent Lore to do this. I know you didn't approve of me going away, but you didn't have to stoop to this.
Hold up. I just realized something we could do to kind of add to this, if you don't mind. Basically, for the Act 2, add a new need. Specific to a scene. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
You think you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
It would also help to establish motivations a bit better. So what's the need here?
To get free.
To get free for...
of a relationship with a lover.
Okay, reroll. I mean, you kind of freed. She's dead.
To get laid.
No, 1/6 is of a crushing debt coming due.
Oh.
So, what if... So, debt, right? Big old debt that's due here.
Mm-hmm.
What if the need involved here, and that's helping to dynamic you two in your confrontation with each other, is that the debt is actually being owed by the Chinese to Boss Guido, right? Nah, that's the wrong direction to go in. Let me think about that again. Give me a second. Because it's got to be deal with you two guys. That's like 4 steps before it gets back to third.
I was just thinking Miss Sally tried to buy the mercantile.
Oh, yeah. And so you arranged her death? I kind of like that. And so then, in this case, if you win Guido, you basically get away with it. But if third wins, he manages to oust you on it.
Yeah, well, that was basically the approach I was going for with this anyway, was I was going to accuse him. And if I won, then the sheriff gets to him. But if I lose, then... Or if Guido wins, then...
Yeah. No, I like that. So, one of you is getting arrested at the end of this, and it's whoever loses.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. Sorry for interrupting. Please continue.
That's fine. All right. Sheriff
Now-
Bart, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Do I need to roll a need as well?
If you want to. To help, like I said, to help define. In the actual rules that I do have access to, there's no limit to needs per item. So to
5
get
and 1.
5, to get away from the baying hounds of the law.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah.
That kind of fits, yeah.
That's funny.
Okay.
All right, Sheriff Loser Hoss. This is the man he's the one who did it. He owns the opium den. Look, I'm sorry, but you've gone too far this time. I'm turning you in. He's the one who did it. He's the one who overdosed Sally. He even brought me the wrong train tickets. I looked at them. Somehow I can't read, but I know this in San Francisco.
I was gonna say, hold on a second.
But,
Plot hole.
Hey, now,
Plot
I
hole.
know Francisco is a lot longer than York.
Now,
Nice.
son,
Nice.
I told you were taking the scenic route. San Francisco was simply the first stop on your route back to New York.
Oh, I know how this works. That's completely the opposite direction.
How would you know?
Yes.
I'm assuming those are pretty famous places.
Just saying.
That's the point of the scenic route.
I think that's a little too scenic. I would have gone along with it if you had had Miss Sally killed.
Son, you accuse me of killing this woman. Where is your evidence?
Well, you told me yesterday that you thought that she was all washed up. You didn't have any need of her anymore. That's what she told me. She was afraid that you were going to kill her. That's one of the reasons she was running away with me.
Son, I have no control over the women of the saloon.
You sure don't.
That is the purview of Miss Rose. Now, it's possible that Miss Rose did not want her to leave, but I did not have a problem with that woman.
All right, well, you look the sheriff in the face and you tell him that.
Sir, I did not have a problem with that woman.
What?
Oh, I'm trying to remember the Clinton line.
No, oh shoot, I don't remember it either. I made fun of it
Bill
even
Clinton?
then too. Yeah, Bill Clinton. I did not
did not
exact
have sexual
definition of
relations.
something that was
Oh.
technically true.
Yeah.
I can't remember it either. But anyways, I'm giving this to Guido. He's doing really well here.
Okay.
So third, you are hauled off in chains by the
Exactly
sheriff
what I was afraid of.
for the murder of Miss Sally. You are now in jail.
All right.
So
So
now
the
it's
next
Guido
scene
and
is one
I.
more.
So let's do location first, unless you just have an idea.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so that's gonna be a house,
Did not
a
have
squalid
sexual
apartment above the newspaper office. So just basically nowhere, a hideout. Probably my. Actually, you know what? That's my place. That's where I live.
Muckraker's Haven.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
And we can do needs. So I'll do a need here. Although I kind of already know where I want to go with this, but
It's not true. I did not.
to get free.
I
What's
did
with all
not.
these get frees? Hang on. There we go. 5. What's
Yeah,
that?
Oh, by the way, I saw Disaster Artist.
I'm
Actually
so
pretty good.
sorry.
pretty
So
good.
my need is to get away with murder.
You're the one who did it.
Yep, I'm the one who killed her.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's your need? If you want to roll for it.
Oh, I'm gonna roll because I think it's funny.
Okay.
3 and 3.
So to get rich through fraud and trickery. Do you have somewhere to go with that?
No.
Yeah, I'm thinking
Not for this scene.
Yeah, that doesn't really fit this scene at all. That's why I'm like, 5. Okay, so that's to get away from an honest woman. What?
With the reinvention of myself. What?
Oh, never mind. With the reinvention, yeah. What? That doesn't work at
No.
all. Hang on.
4 and 2.
To get respect from this town by showing everyone who's boss. That might work. I don't know. To get an idea on that one. I gotta remember my accent now. I haven't voice acted in a bit here. Boss. There we go. Boss.
Sheriff Quimby. Or Mayor Quimby.
Mayor Quimby. Well, or Don't like it. Yeah, I know exactly what I want out of this. The only question in my mind, and we need to figure this out ahead of time, is if Boss Guido knows that I'm the one who killed her. In other words, did I do it on your orders, or did I do it on my own initiative? Because that, I mean, we kind of established that it was on your orders last scene, so that would make sense. But maybe you were telling the truth. I mean, Third was just carted away. He didn't kill her.
Or did I? No. We'll see.
That would be funny.
Okay. I know where that conversation is going to go, but I just need
Like a goal so you can win. Oh yeah, what was the tilt between us? I forgot. It was 4 and 5 or 5 and 4. I don't remember which. No, it wasn't Panics.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it was Panics? Okay,
Yep.
Someone panics. Guilt, someone panics. Okay. Well, the obvious choice here is me. You know, I'm panicking over guilt. I'm just freaking out. Oh my god, boss.
Yeah.
Boss, I killed Sally. I killed Sally, boss. You know, freaking out.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go with to get even with the sheriff
Okay, okay.
because he has arrested my son.
Yeah. I think I see where you're probably going with this. So Third, just so you know, the winner of this, I should say, if he wins, I'm probably going to get sold out to the sheriff, is where I think this is going. And if I win, I will successfully get away from this scot clean. Okay, Third?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm in the room, and I'm fidgeting.
I burst in.
Oh, boss! Oh, boss, God, you scared the crap out of me. I actually put down my gun. It was in my hand. I was ready. Like, oh, boss. Oh, my
I
God.
told you to make it look like an accident.
It was an overdose, boss. She did the opium. What do you want from me? You know what those cancer sticks can do to people? Jesus. Oh, God, I can't believe this happened. I can't believe this freaking happened. I don't even know why the sheriff would come out of this. She's such some freaking woman. Can't say that word, but, you know. She's just a woman that starts with a W. Why does he even care? He's just breathing down our necks. God, I don't even know what happened with the Indian plan. God, freaking stupid.
Yeah, we haven't.
Yeah, we haven't resolved the Indian
we
situation yet. Nothing that has been rolled has really inclined its way that direction. Oh, I have a thought on the Indian thing.
Okay.
Not for this scene. It's for later.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so God. Oh, God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do, boss? Listen, you gotta get me out of here, boss. You gotta get me out of here.
Well, the first thing we need to do is calm you down.
Oh, boss, I killed a lady. Boss. I'm saying that really quiet, like, too, just in case someone's listening. I'm like, God, boss.
So I'm gonna go over to the
I've never killed someone before. I mean,
Table.
I've shot engines before, but I never shot a person.
I'm going over to the table and I'm going to prepare a bowl of opium for you.
I just realized I'm playing a complete monster. Oh my God. Okay. No, I don't do opium, boss. You know I'm not into that.
You need something to calm you down.
What I need is some kind of results, boss. I mean, we haven't even heard from the Indian attack yet. Like, or the Indians. I haven't heard nothing from that. And now the sheriff's got your boy. And, oh my God, what am I going to do with this? I just need... I need to play this cool. You're right, I need to play this cool. I just need to stop panicking so bad. I need to stop freaking out. It's okay. I just need to... And since I'm panicking, I need to do something. Like panicky. Something stupid.
Taking the opium pipe over to him. Just like blowing it
Ooh, I got it. Okay. So this is the panicky thing I'm going to do. I'm going to flip out at the opium. Seeing it, it's gonna remind me of the dead woman, her eyes as the opium overdose caused her to just freak out, and the blood vessels pop down. It freaks me out, right? So I knock the opium thing away, and it goes flying out one of my windows, lands outside, in plain view of everyone.
Okay.
I'm like, oh god, boss, should I go out and get it? God, that's not even my opium pipe. That's her opium pipe. Okay, it's okay. I can charge outside.
So first thing I'm going to do is lock the door behind him.
Okay, so I'm locked outside now.
Yep. And then I'm going to go to the window.
Okay.
And when Laura gets down to the street, I'm going to call for the sheriff.
Oh, jeez. I think I'll just accept the loss on this one third. I mean,
Okay.
my tilt was super slanted against me, so yeah, no, I'll just accept. I go down there to pick up the thing, and the sheriff comes over and, oh my god, you! Get over here, you jackass! And now I am in jail with you, third.
Great.
Now, I rolled... What was that? Let's see... A tiny mistake leads to ruin.
Fitting.
All right.
I know exactly what I want to do with it. So I
So
know
I think we can just assume location jail.
Yeah, I think we're in the jail. We're in the jail. Both of us are in jail. We're basically a cell across from each other.
No, let's not do that.
Where's mine? I'm gonna go. Let's see here.
To
So-
get even with a rival.
Am I a rival now? I mean, I did kill your girl. Not that you know that. Wait, what? Oh god, I rolled to get even with a rival. Let's re-roll. To get respect. So, hang on, let me actually think about this. What does my character want in this situation?
All right, I re-rolled. Got get even with the sheriff.
But if you're trying to get the even with the sheriff, that doesn't have anything to do with me.
No.
Well,
Well, actually, it kind of does. So you could go this way with it, third. You could try to convince me to try and, like, bust out and then take down the sheriff. Because you know you can't do it, but you know I can. So that could be your goal, trying to convince me of that. And my goal is... My goal is to get you. So that's our respective goals. You want me to get the sheriff, and I want to just basically to kill you.
Okay.
Obviously, that's not where this is going to go one way or the other, but yeah. Okay, so so we're in the jail, and I'm just
Oh, I see you're in
glaring.
here too. That's fitting.
Hey, Thoyd, you arranged this, didn't you?
Of course I didn't.
Underestimated you. You're a lot smarter than I thought you were. You little fink.
Oh, I'm not that smart. You know that.
You sure smarted me. Outsmarted the boss. Got him wrapped around your little finger. You really the boss? Have you always been the boss?
Of course not. I'm not the boss of anything anymore. Not even the foreman.
Well,
I don't even know how I got that spot in the first place.
I know exactly how you got
Because-
that goddamn spot. You got that spot because you're connected to someone. You're part of the Lore Walkers, weren't you? Admit it.
Oh, I wouldn't be part of them. I don't think I was even alive back then.
How young is your character?
I don't know.
I mean, I've been playing someone in his
Probably
20s,
very young.
but
Listen, you know as well as I do that I didn't do anything here.
yeah, I know you.
But there is one person here who did. He's
Yeah,
the one who
the sheriff.
caused all of this. The sheriff. That's
Damn
right.
Sheriff, we need to. I
Well,
gotta be honest, though.
You've broken me out of here a lot of times.
Yeah, like
I know
8
you know your
times
way
so
out of this
far.
jail.
It's
So
really
I'm-
easy. All you got. Look, I'm not gonna tell you. Look. Why you gotta quit that job, yo? Why'd you gotta quit the mine? All you had to do was sit your mouth shut and go do your job at the mine. We could have all been happier. I could have gotten rich. You would have gotten rich. Boss would have gotten rich. You could have had your old Sally lady. She'd still be alive, but no, you're the one who had to be like, nah, I need to get out of town. The sheriff's a piece of crap. We're going to kill him later, but you... And I just start looking at him really deadly like. You.
Now listen, I know what you're thinking, and I know it'd make you feel really good, but, you know, it's not going to solve your problem.
I just get up and start walking over to the bars that are closest to him.
I'm sorry for what I did. I didn't mean to do anything. I was just trying to have a little bit of aspiration for myself and for Sally, but that just went terrible. I can see now that I'm just going to be stuck here in this town the rest of my life. There's one thing that's going to benefit both of us is to get rid of the sheriff who seems to escape every single attempt to actually get him removed.
He's a really good sheriff. He keeps rolling them 20s.
I know, right?
It's really freaking pissing me off.
Listen, he's over there. He thinks he's got us. He's sleeping in the cell next to us. He's got it open because that's what, you know, there's no other beds here.
And he's a really heavy sleeper,
He's a really heavy sleeper. We've been chatting this entire time, and he hasn't woken up about killing them. But listen, I know you know the way to jimmy this thing open. We can just go there, and with the both of us, we could take him on his sleep real easy. And then all of our problems would be solved. Listen, I'll stay here. I'll do whatever you need me to do, but just let's finish it right here and now.
I do admit that I got a fierce angerment in my belly for the damn... I've lost my accent. For that damn...
Your true form has come out.
I am secretly the devil.
I knew it.
I got a fierce hatred in my belly for that damn sheriff. I ain't much of a killer, though. I only killed, you know, wolves and dogs and Indians and...
Well, he's basically just like a dog.
He is a dog.
He's just a mutt.
He's a goddamn dog. You're a dog, too. You're a dog. I should get over
worse
there.
than a dog.
I can kill both of you. Kill you first. You're not going to fight back. Kill over the sheriff. I could get his gun, though. I could get his gun and kill you with that, so I could get off the sheriff first.
I gotta admit, I won't put up a whole lot of a fight, but you don't know that. This sheriff's really good. He may just be pretending. And he'll be a lot better with both of us. Look, maybe he'll shoot me first, and then he'll leave you till later, and you can jump him.
Maybe if I break you out, we jump him together. You hold him down, I'll strangle him.
Yeah, oh, that sounds... Well, I guess I'm talking about killing a person, so I don't know why I'm surprised. That sounds good. I've never killed anyone before, but, I mean, no.
I know.
This is a good day as any to start.
We've got this super peaceful music as we're doing this scene. I need slightly better music. Hang on. hang on. What's it? There. No, that's not a good... Where's the freaking good song for this kind of a scene? God, I can't even think of anything. Here we go. Everything's gonna die. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. There we go, this music. Now, you listen here. You helped me kill this man. And I might just be forgetting how much you just ruined my life. And Sally's life. And the boss's life. Not that I give a crap about the boss anyways. Not right now. He's always here to fish your ass out. Where is he for me? He sold me out, you know that?
Yeah, he did, really?
Yeah. He's the one who sent me in here. I ain't very happy with him right now.
Oh. Well, it sounds like we've both got a grudge with him.
Have you voted yet, Guido?
I'm waiting to see what Third's opinion on this is.
Okay.
On you?
On what? Me wanting to murder everyone?
So you've been flip-flopping between murdering Third and murdering the sheriff.
Yeah.
And now you're changing over to murdering me.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the boss. Oh, that's a good point. So what do you think about that, huh? What do you think of the boss? I know he's kind of your paw.
I don't know. I mean, I was real angry just an hour ago.
I mean, he did get you what? You know who ordered that hit on Sally, right?
Well, no.
I know who ordered that hit on Sally, and I think you do too.
I was
You know,
just talking in anger. I didn't
You
really
know
mean
exactly who got Hook killed. And he was going to send you away, well, womanless, just to make sure that you won't never step out of line again. That's the kind of man he is. I'm deliberately not sharing the fact that I'm the one who actually killed her.
it. He wouldn't have done it. He really wouldn't have.
Oh, you
He's
really
probably
think that?
upset, but he wouldn't have done it.
Oh,
It's
you don't
probably
believe
just an
that?
accident.
Just an accident? Accident with an overdose of opium?
Yeah, it actually happens all the time.
I guess, okay, fair enough. So you think it was all just a happy accident? That's why you and me are locked up here with Mr. Sleepy Cakes over there?
I wouldn't call it a happy accident, but...
Oh no, we're all just smiles around here, boy.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what they call you, Old Smiley.
Yeah, that's what they call me. You know why they call me that, boy?
Because you have really nice dental work like everyone else in this town.
Well, thank you. I do, because I'm missing them teeth, but they did. Did I win?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what I'd like to happen. So I basically just pop the hinges. It's really easy to pop out. So I just sneak my way right out. And I start...
Half-barrel hinges.
Yeah, they're half-barrel hinges. And I start making my way over toward third cell to pop him out. And that's when the Indians hit.
Okay.
And the Indians are coming straight for the sheriff's office where we happen to be. Now, I will leave my fate ambiguous for the moment, but the next scene, and I would like this to be the last scene before the aftermath for the sake of narrative flow, should be between you two.
Okay. So, location.
And we don't have a...
The decent part of town. The Territorial Sentinel newspaper office and print shop. Okay.
So you're, like, hiding out as the Indians are raiding the town.
Needs. No. Okay. To get even with the local crime boss.
You've decided to believe me. So what about you, Guido?
Okay.
So it was this one, and then this one, and then this one. Hey, Rox. Was wondering where you were. I need to bug you for your cell at some point. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Alright, what do you got, Guido?
To get away with murder.
Ooh. So who are you killing? Him? Or the sheriff? Or me?
So, either
I've got it.
Oh,
third has to believe that I had nothing to do with Miss Sally's murder,
okay.
or I'm going to have to kill third.
Okay. I like it. I like it.
All right. So the scene's set. The,
Yep. So you're
there's
heading
action
out.
happening all around.
Yeah, the
as
Indians are just
raiding.
ravaging the town right now.
And we happen to end up in the same place, which is the Sentinel newspaper.
Okay.
So I was actually at the newspaper
Ooh.
Yes.
because I was having the journalist write up the story of how Lore
Is the one who did it.
arranged and killed
Yeah.
Miss Sally.
And so now I just picture like you're there like, and then you see Third, and you're like, Third, get your ass over here, boy, and he rushes in, right?
And he rushes in,
So that's
and
the
he hears a
beginning.
hammer cocking behind him, and I have a gun pointed at him.
Oh.
Oh, you're pointing a gun at me.
Ooh,
Yes.
you finally got a gun.
Yes. And said,
You took my gun. For irony.
no, I took the sheriff's gun.
Oh, okay. Sheriff's super dead, by the way.
Yeah, sheriff's super dead.
The Indians murdered the crap out of him.
Guido, I've never shot one of these before, but I think I can figure it out just fine. Just enough for this one shot. I know it was you who did it. You're the one who set up the murder of Sally. You were just so upset that I had gone against your wishes, that you wanted to do something back at me. You succeeded, but I'm gonna have my revenge.
What are you talking about, boy?
I know what happened. Lord told me everything in the cell.
The man that killed your love has told you a story about how he is conveniently not guilty of the murder that he committed.
Oh, he's guilty, all right, but you're the one who told him to do it. It goes all the way up to the top.
How would you know I did it? I never said anything.
Because I'm assuming.
Jesus. Okay.
Just tell me why I shouldn't pull this trigger right here and now.
So you are jumping to conclusions that I had something to do with the madman and his plot to overthrow me. And suddenly you think it's such a good idea to back him when I have done nothing but take care of you for your entire life.
I've known you all throughout your life, and that's exactly why I know you'd do something like this. You've backstabbed countless people here.
Of what?
You've
Backstab.
backstabbed countless people
backstab.
here.
Okay.
Oh. Is this yours third, or is this just a stray?
That is mine.
Well, then it should be up here. Keep track a little bit better. Yeah. No. Actually, I'm already decided, though.
What? Okay.
Actually, yep, that's right. I'm just making sure the order is correct. Because it's left to right from all of our perspectives.
Okay.
So anyways.
I will admit to having made some ruthless business decisions over the years, but I have never killed anyone.
You're a liar.
Well, no, you're supposed to believe him because he won.
Oh yeah, I know.
So he doesn't have to murder you.
I'm saying you're a liar, but
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I know you've done me right at least.
Name one person that I have killed. You
I already
can't.
told you, but I'll let you go this time, just because you've been so nice to me.
You should have joined us for this, Rocks. This has been fun.
And just so you know, there wasn't any bullets in here. Anyway.
Click, click, click.
Now, I would appreciate you telling your side of the story of what happened on the train to our good friend, Mr. Jones, for his story for the paper.
Now, I'd like to actually scene there, if you don't mind.
Okay.
So, you tell your side of the story. Guido has his thing. So here's how the aftermath works, okay? Now, we do actually have an aftermath roll thing, which I set aside somewhere. Ah, there it is. So, yeah. Now,
Persuasive fabrications.
yeah, I know, right? Okay, so we've got the white and the black aftermaths, okay? And the way we're going to do this, we're going to go left to right, okay?
Okay.
Now, so I'd like to do mine, like, last. Well, we're supposed to go round and around, so I guess we can do that. So let's actually start with Guido, because he's got the most dice by far. So a black is something goes badly for you. A red is something goes well for you, okay?
Okay.
So in your case, it'll be something bad, something bad, something good, something good, something good, something good, right?
Okay.
In other words, your story is going to go well. Mine is going to go pretty badly. Thirds is going to go pretty badly. Now, the way you usually do it is you actually look at the numbers. Like, for example, your first one is a black 5. So a black 5 is rough. You were getting whipped like a rented mule, for starters. And you'll remember this episode for Diminished, blah, blah, blah. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that because we didn't do the other stuff in the rules that ties into that. But that's a nice, like, here's what this should be. So for the blacks, you leave that because that's what we rolled initially for the tilts, right? For the reds, you would then roll to see what it is. If you wanted to do that, which I will be doing just for fun. So And again, gotta do it in order. So...
So 3.
No. Your first one will be your black, remember?
Okay, I thought we were. I thought you were just saying that I kept those rolls.
Let me say this as clear as I can. So the events... Whoops, shoot. It was 5 and something, I know that.
5 and 4. 5 and 4.
5 and 4, thank you. So, first your 5 happens, then my thing, and then third's thing. Then your 4 happens, then a thing, then a 1 happens. This is the aftermath. This is the end of the story. We're basically supposed to just say a really quick, like a scene, as we kind of showcase how our character stories ended. Okay, make sense?
Okay, so starting from right to left.
I was saying left to right because I assumed that I was going from your perspective as if you were looking from over here, and that is my fault on that.
No, I'm looking at the board right side.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, right to left in your case.
Okay. So, starting with the 4, so you're saying I don't roll it.
Correct. You don't roll the blacks, you do roll the reds.
Okay, so I'm not rolling anything.
I'm going to roll my red right now. Okay.
So the 4, savage, as in something is broken or mashed. Maybe you've got a permanent limp or a bad reputation, plus you totally fail.
Okay.
Hold on a second.
What's up?
Are you sure you're supposed to do these individually? Because there's stuff that's higher than 6. How do you possibly get those?
The stuff that's higher than 6 is... Okay. The way it's supposed to work is you're supposed to use a system which I don't have the rules for, because we don't have the rules, in order to basically determine who gets certain numbers. Right?
Okay.
So in the case of that, for the aftermath, what would actually happen is... here, I'll use some fake dice here to imagine this. So, like, for example, this is our tilt pile, right? And then if happens, and I don't know the details, which is why I'm just skipping this step. And then, like, these 4 go to you, third, and these 2 go to me, and then these 4 go to Guido, and then we roll those, and that would give us the number, which would then give us the total. Make sense?
Okay.
That's how you get above that. I have no idea how we could make that work without those rules, which is why I'm just basically skipping them.
Okay.
But the intent is still to do scene, 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 scene.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So I totally fail at trying to keep the machine out of town.
Okay. Okay.
And I will forever be remembered as the mogul who was associated with the gang who killed his son's lover, basically.
Okay. But you didn't do it. You had nothing to do with it.
Right, but I have the reputation.
Yeah. So that's... Okay, so that's that. So I already rolled my red. I got a 4. Wait, what? Yeah, no, that's right. I know what it's like to be utterly crushed, casually brought low, forced to eat my own words, and stand mute and powerless before my enemies. They gloat and I am helpless. I'm being dragged off by the Indians. They're just dragging me back to their camp. And I'm, like, pleading, protesting. They can't even understand me. I'm spitting venom at them, you know. And that's my scene. Third.
All right. So my first one is 1.
Oh, God. Horrible.
All right.
You're probably dead. Other probably innocent people are as well. Why did you do that one last? Why didn't you go the other way around?
4.
No. Do it like this. Do it like this.
Okay.
More symmetry that way.
White 3 then.
So, still not
Good.
great.
The stress and trauma from your little adventure is going to haunt you forever. bits of your soul are destroyed, and you are missing a piece or two. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All of your plans have ended in complete ruin. So I imagine what happens after all this is essentially he can never hold another job again.
Ooh.
He essentially becomes the town drunk.
Ooh.
Talking to anyone that will listen about his experiences because of his little incident in the paper, building. He's seen as a near murderer, crazy person, and he's just completely broken after this whole experience.
Okay, I like it. So Guido, now is your black 5. I just realized none of these are going to be positive, so... Guido, since your story is ending well, if you want, you could just roll all your reds for your final scene.
Okay.
That would also mean all of us have the same number of scenes, is the other reason I was suggesting that. If you follow me. Because that way, you would also have a minimum of a 4.
Okay. So my black 5 is rough. You are getting whipped like a rented mule, for starters, and you will remember this episode for all of your diminished days.
Ooh.
The lesson you learn will be profound, lingering, and painful. I'm not sure what to make of that.
Oh, that makes sense. I just realized another way we could do this. Sorry. That literally just clicked in my head. Because one of the core elements of the rules is that more of the same color of dice is good for you, right? Mm-hmm. So, for example, we could each have 2 scenes. 1 white scene and 1 black scene. You get me?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that for my character, but if you guys want to do that, that's totally fine. Because I know exactly where I want to take my character. I'm decided on that.
Yep.
I know exactly
I'll
what's
just
happening
say
to my
that
guy.
was my black scene then, because mine's not really going to change a whole lot based on the dice I had.
Okay.
So.
Hypothetically, then, in this case, Guido's would be a 9 black.
So would yours.
So would mine, yeah.
Yeah.
And then your white would be whatever you want it to be, because that's a rollable.
Right.
Up to you, like I said. I've already decided what's happening to poor Lore, the scumbag.
Oh, okay. I know what's going on. So, I'm sticking with the 4 and the 5.
Okay.
So first, it's the savage, as in something is broken or mashed. Blah blah blah. The second is you are getting whipped like a rented mule, and you'll remember this episode for all of your diminished days. So after the little incident in the newspaper office, I step out into the street to start killing Indians.
Ooh. Okay.
And I take out several.
Oh, nice.
You know, both revolvers just going.
Yep, going. John Woo style.
Yep. You know, I get at least 1 reload in, but then I get, I'll say, lassoed by, an Indian on a horse and dragged for, quite a ways out of town.
Yeah.
So I am beaten to a pulp by the being drugged behind a horse.
Yeah, that's not a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to stick with the non-roll. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So my next one is a black 6, which is pathetic. So they've got me in their camp. and they've decided that rather than flat out killing me, they've decided to dress me down, so I've basically just got my pants on and nothing else. And they're making me literally dance and do jokes and songs for their amusement of the kids, you know? And basically playing like a jester for them. And the whole time I'm like, oh God, please just kill me. They're just like, ah, ah, ah. And then, and like, over the next couple of weeks, I start to get kind of emaciated because they're basically not feeding me at all. And I'm only given like little pittances of water. So, third.
All right. Well, that takes me to the black die. And if we're combining them, then it doesn't really change a whole lot about the ending. Pathetic. You'll suffer, oh dear God, will you suffer. And everyone will know of your malfeasance, your stupidity, your lack of common sense and decency, and you're probably going to be locked up too.
Well, that goes right along with your town drunk.
Yep.
Yep. That's basically the way he spends the rest of his life, just suffering, spit upon, not learning anything, and locked up in town jail most of the time.
Wow. So, Guido, how are you going to do your final one?
I like the idea of just one roll.
Okay, do it.
14. Fan-freaking-tastic. It's fat times ahead, safe and secure. That thing that would make your life better? Oh, you got it. Absolutely. And then some. And then some more. Enjoy it. So, the sheriff, having been killed by the Indians, is replaced by the ranger that I had prearranged.
Mm-hmm.
So I have the law in my pocket.
Nice. Probably a reputation as an Indian killer, too.
Yep.
Defended the town.
Defender of the town. I end up purchasing the mercantile.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have control over basically everything in the town.
Yep. You've got the mine, you've got the shop, you've got the sheriff. And you got the people.
Yep.
So
I am beloved by all except for my son.
So my last thing is actually a 3, which is harsh. Lifetime of medication harsh. Big black cloud of hurt is going to rain all over you. Things you need to happen are not going to. But I like 1, or well, actually 2 better. So I'm going to probably pronounce these wrong, so forgive me, but it turns out that the particular Apache who've taken us here are actually the Guileño tribe. And the rival Mogollon tribe decides to attack while I'm there. And the Mogollons raid the Guileños and crush them. And I'm like, oh God, this is my big chance. This is my big chance to get out. And I start hobbling out, and I can't. I'm too emaciated. I'm too injured and broken, and I can't walk properly no more. And so I start trying to crawl out, and one of the Indians come over, and I don't even know which one it is, and they just jam a tomahawk or a spear or whatever the hell they use in this area. I don't actually know what they use, sorry. I guess I can look it up. What kind of weapons do you use? Here we go. Bow and arrow. One of them comes over, point blank, right down through my skull, and I die.
Fitting.
The end.
But what a wonderful ending.
What a wonderful fiasco. Holy crap. That, wow.
We call this one Dances with Opium.
This is... So the innocent, naive, legitimate shopkeep, he ends up terribleness. The incredibly, disgustingly horrible human being, that's me, dies horribly. Guido, the mob boss, is on top of the world and lives out the rest of his life fat and happy.
Night, Max time.
Yeah, good night, Max time.
And that's how the West was won.
Roximus decided he didn't want to play Fiasco. He figured it was just going to be too, like, role-play-y, and he doesn't like role-playing, so he figured he'd rather die than role-play, so... anyways, so that's Fiasco, yes. It is kind of late, but we should totally do a round of Exploding Kittens.
All right.
We must make it a tradition. But we should invite Roximus and Shadow Machine into the match. So, I wouldn't be opposed to playing Fiasco again, although I really wish I could get a hold of a copy of the rules. I might just buy them.
Yeah, I
Because,
think
holy
that's one of the
crap.
elements we were missing.
Yeah, we were missing a lot of stuff about the specific dice, because the way it's supposed to work is effectively, like, you do some dice rolls, and then you put those dice onto specific events, and then whoever succeeds at those events gets those dice, and those go into their aftermath, and all sorts of stuff that, like, I don't know the specifics of, hence the problem. Are you guys joining or not? I'm going to go ahead and chop off the local recording, though. So,